teams are defending like Atletico tonight. They'll probably defend deep. You need players like Ezzy to pop up in edge of box, and what a finisher, what a player, left foot, right foot, he can do the lot. Damien, you talked about Atletico's threat from set piece.
Yes, people, then welcome back to Daddy AFC TV. We are live again. It is the second leg of the Champions League semi-final. I don't believe it gets more bigger than this, people. I'm almost stuttering. I'm nervous. Skelly is playing. I'm happy about this. I don't believe Zubamendi is up to the job tonight. Tactically, I think he could be forced, harassed, manipulated on the ball. Simeone is an expert of knowing people's weak links. I'm going to be real. Benny Blanco, I do fear for tonight. Trossard on the left wing. He wasn't bad the other day, but he's not my go-to guy. But then it's Martinelli, I suppose. So maybe we got to count some blessings that there's not really too many injuries in the squad or whatnot. 3 league games to go. 2 in the Champions League. Hopefully, guys, do be liking and do be subscribing if we is new. I've been evaluating this Atletico Madrid squad all day long, and if Griezmann wasn't 45, if Oblak wasn't 41, there'll be a few players I'll take to Arsenal. Pablo Barrios is a talent. I rate him more than Loriente, who is linked to Man United. There is one talent I certainly would bring from Atletico Madrid. It would be Alvarez. But apart from that, I wouldn't be scratching out your eyes in the summer to be signing many Atletico Madrid players. So what I'm basically saying is this shouldn't be such a foregone conclusion. Well, this shouldn't be such a difficult mission. Arsenal Football Club, London settings. We are Arsenal. This should be, I don't want to say comfortable, but we shouldn't be sweating it. Hussein Juma, my real one. It's good to see a real one in the building. Hussein, what is your thoughts tonight? I haven't seen a lot on the group today. Running around the manor, running around London. Obviously, I'm out of London now. Different kind of settings. I did put one of my pictures on the wall, but yeah, we're not going to put the camera like this. So there you go. How are you, brother? I hope you are well. I've got a bit of a bad reception here. It's because I'm running everything from my phone. Internet doesn't reach till Friday. I do believe there's some boxing coming up this weekend as well. Maybe Yui will let me know about that. So shouts out to Yui as well. Shouts out to Hussein Juma. Peace out to all the real ones. Shouts out to Thierry, my beautiful one. Green, super green. It would be super green. I could play some super green, but I know you're not into that, man. This just makes us the green grass of Arsenal, the green grass of home, as my mum would say. Bit of an Irish terminology there. I know you love and respect the Irish though, especially the good Catholic side, the good side of Ireland. Guys, do be like, I'm joking. Guys, do be like it. I'm not. Guys, do be liking it. Do be subscribing. Highbury, the Emirates is looking beautiful this evening. It should be more crammed at this time of night. Come on. 3 minutes into our live stream. Only 2 of us here. Hussein is here, my real one. Lewis Skelly is in the team. Ben White is in the team. I think it's pretty much as you was the other day. The bench is key, as Max Dowman made it. Is Eldegaard on the bench? I'm not so sure. I'll take it. Havertz is there. Jesus will be there. If anyone has got team news, remember I am on my phone, but maybe write in the comments. That would be wonderful. Who is on the bench? I've worked out the 1 to 11. At least put in the key players. Shouts out to all the real ones. 4 minutes down. Where is Manny? Oh, hold on. What's this? A comment here. Manny is waiting. Invite him. What do you mean invite him? Private chat. Okay, nice one. Yeah, I've definitely muted it. YouTube. Shouts out to you. Manny, have you jumped in? Do I have to click on you? Add to what an idiot. Manny, it's different. Oh my god. But Manny, don't talk because I said I will come through the phone and I'll have to bite you, mate. So I see your face there, and I was like, hold on, he's left me a. So I was like, so where is he? So I've almost jumped back off it. I was dismissing it. I was like, hold on, let me just touch the face. Let me click on it. It's all different on my phone.
Danny. I do know that StreamYard is not very easy to operate when you're on your mobile phone, especially if you want to get, some people to come on. But listen, I've had to do some streams from my mobile phone too. I mean, not do them, but I've actually taken part in streams on my mobile phone. I couldn't host any of them.
And it is actually hard work, believe me. It's totally different. It is totally different. Oh,
you bet.
But Manny, welcome and good evening. Manny, I want to ask you a quick question. I think I might have touched on it the other night. You may have been in the comments. I was sort of trying to evaluate both squads. I've said it could come down to the managers. Again, we know I don't like Arteta, but that aside, like, if you was Berta and you've worked at Atletico Madrid and you heard X, Y, and Z wanting to join you, how many Atletico Madrids would Manny actually be interested in taking to the mighty Arsenal Football Club? Because I'm going to be real, mate. If Griezmann wasn't 41, if Oblak wasn't 44, I'd be very interested in them. Alvarez is obviously a talent. Like, mate, this team obviously punches way above their weight because of Simeone. And I'm not saying I've just realised how good Simeone is, but brother Manny, this team is really only as good as Simeone.
But then that's the thing, like, that's what makes them such a quality team, because again, the whole is always going to be greater than the sum of their parts. And you did ask that question. You were saying that there weren't too many players you could take. One player who could be key is, of course, the number 22, Ademola Lookman, and I can tell you that he is starting to
be honest with you. And you know what? This stat since January, I don't know if you can confirm now. I've got no more devices here that are connected, at least. I'm pretty sure it's something outrageous, like 8 goals and 4 or 5 assists since he hit Spanish football in January, and late January at that. Shouts out to Grievo, my real one. Oh, bros, it was a myth today. That view, I don't want to go into it. It was an absolute myth, bros. Man are saying sign contracts before you see places. I was like, bro, I'm going back out of London. Don't ever waste my time again. Now I'm settled here. Shouts out to Grievo. It was a myth, bro.
So I can tell you that since joining Atletico, he's made 19 appearances and scored 7 goals, 2 in the league, 3 in the Copa del Rey, and 2 in the Champions League. So those aren't very bad stats by any means.
Well, if you want to hold on, if you want to just be real about it, so since he joined Atletico Madrid in January, I think he's outscored Martinelli.
Well, Martinelli in January, I mean, we all know that Martinelli hit a bit of a purple
apart from Champions League. All right, I don't know. Starting Trossard, I think you know where I'm going with that. We've got Saka then. We've got players that ain't scoring enough.
Exactly. Now, the thing about Atletico tonight is that, as I've said, they're in a 4-4-2, but Griezmann is up front with Alvarez. Now, I'm not too sure if this is going to be a sort of morph into a type of 4-2-3-1 where Griezmann plays behind. I'm not too sure. It'll probably be Llorente and Koke who will
the ones head down here. The game will, believe me, Hussein. Hold on, what time is it, Manny? Give me a time check. We will be.
It is 7:55. 7:55.
What's to go down? Guests are here. Oh, guests are here. They want to watch the game. I understand, Hussein. I thought he was saying carry on straight with the game. Stop you and Manny talking bollocks. But no, he's saying guests are here. Okay,
I get it. All good, mate. How are you?
How you doing, Manny? Hope you are well, mate. Yep, shouts out to Manny, shouts out to Grievo. Salutes to Hussein Juma as well. But Grievo, as I was saying, honestly, man, this is how good Simeone is, and maybe Arteta isn't. Bro, I honestly wouldn't be in a queue for any of our Atletico Madrid's players in the summer, apart from Alvarez, if it was possible. And I do believe that is possible. Here we go. It'd be beautiful to be living outside my old house in Highbury. They're doing all the strobes and the effects look beautiful.
Yep, I see them right now on the telly, and there's the tifo. There's the tifo over land and sea. I'm not too sure if that's supposed to be a pirate reference. We all know that our beloved Arsenal is sadly in deep with the Zionists, but what can you do?
What can you do? You try and just believe in Arsenal Football Club, or I suppose, as for me personally, you just support the club you support, and you don't like a lot of their bullshit off the football field. Shouts out to you, Manny. Shouts out to Grievo. Alvarez is in picture. There's the 41-year-old that I was mentioning. I shouldn't have said that now. There's the 46-year-old. God, Black probably shouldn't have said that. And I take it Lookman is definitely starting.
And I tell you what, I certainly wouldn't mind having Oblak for 1 or 2 seasons to sort of wind his career down and be a much better backup for David Raya than Kepa Arrizabalaga. Of course, speaking of David Raya, we all know that he's won a 3rd consecutive Golden Gloves award. But I'm going to say this right now. I don't care how many Golden Gloves awards a goalkeeper wins. Unless he's able to win me a big trophy, I've got no respect for him. That's why I will never rate Pepe Reina. And Pepe Reina, all he was a good shot stopper, had some good distribution skills, but at times his own positioning was terrible. And when it came to the big matches, he would fold like a cheap deck chair. I just hope David Raya won't be the same.
As much as I do agree with that, there's a couple of other players that could probably slip into my mind that probably never won Ballon d'Ors that should have. Thierry Henry. I'm sorry, we're not saying that Raya's on that level. What I'm saying is, though, you have to be a sort of a ruthless kind of character. Manchester City at the start of this season, I think, spent about £32.5 million on a certain goalkeeper from Burnley. I believe his name is James Trafford. Obviously, the promise of you're going to be number one, halalala, halalala, halalala. Something better come up. Now, Arsenal are a really nice football club. And even if something better come up, Manny, I don't believe would take it. Even if it was for a season or 2, even if it was for the best of the club. I believe when Arteta says something, it's probably good to for the players now. It's good to a certain extent where they trust him. Like, Raya, you're my number one.
Well, listen, they're playing the anthem.
All right, cool. I know you love that anthem. Go on, Manny. It's Champions League time, people. You better remind me where I was as well, Manny. Look at the crowd. I've heard there is a massive contingent over from Spain. Obviously, I'm not in the ends no more. Wow. Oh, we're smacking it. It looks beautiful. The whole stadium is on fire. It's lit up like a Christmas tree. Look at the ends. I used to live just there. Who knows? We're taking the field. Shouts out to the one and only Grooves.
Yeah, I do apologise for that. I had to mute it. I couldn't.
Where was I though, Manny? I felt like I was going to say something really fucking groundbreaking.
Here's the thing. Like, you were talking quite a bit about how Manchester City signed, Trafford and then went in for Donnarumma. Personally, I don't think they should have signed Trafford anyway. The guy is not really the finished article.
Wait. That's should Arsenal have signed Ramsdale. What I'm basically saying is, I think it's written that Raya's going to be at Arsenal for a few years unless Arteta was taken out of the fold. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So just certain things you just have to sort of live with. Do you think Raya will be Spain's number one in the summer?
I don't think so. De La Fuente has made it clear that he values Unai Simon a lot more. Juan Garcia will probably win the La Liga with Barcelona. So I
reckon. Hold on, wait. So if Raya couldn't break down the door, there must be a problem because my sneaky feeling is I've never liked Unai Simon. You know this already. I don't think he's good enough for Villa, Charlton, or even West Ham. I believe Juan Garcia will be Spain's.
Daniel Siebert is the referee, and an all-German team doing everything. Yeah, Daniel Siebert, the referee. Bastian Dankert is on VAR duty with Robert Schroeder as his assistant. There are 2 assistant referees, Jan Seidel and Raphael Fulton. And the 4th official is Tobias Stieler. So it's all German.
Right, guys, hold on a minute. So obviously, as we know, guys, I'll jump in here. Raya in goal, Calafiore at left back, White, Saliba, Gabriel, the chosen back 4 for this evening. Skelly is alongside the Declan Rice, Eze the attacking midfielder, Trossard on the right, Saka on the left, and Victor Gyökeres up front. That will leave you a bench of Kepa, Setford, Mosquera, Hincapié, Odegaard, Jesus, Martinelli, Norgard, Meduki, Havertz, Zubimendi, you cocksucker. And there was at least 3 more names that I have missed, if Manny could confirm then. Looking to Koke as well, another golden oldie for Atletico Madrid, with no disrespect. We're about to look at the Atletico Madrid team, and hopefully Manny can let us know the last few substitutes on the bench for Arsenal. I take it one of them could have been Max Dowman.
Yeah, I'll list them all. Arrizabalaga, Dowman, Havertz, Hincapié, Madueke, Martinelli, Mosquera, Setford, Norgard, Zubimendi, Jesus, and club captain Odegaard. And as far as
no Dowman.
No, Dauman. Yeah, there is Dauman there. He came after
Okay.
Arrizabalaga. And it's a
Okay.
4-4-2. Oblak, Pubel, Lenormand, Hanko, Ruggieri. And then Simeone, Llorente, Koke, and Lookman on the left. Griezmann and Alvarez up top. And they've just kicked off with Atletico starting and attacking from right to left, a long punt upwards. And that is sort of hoiked forward by Lewis Skelly. And listen, I hope you are as happy as I am to see MLS in the midfield.
I'm
I
absolutely
never want to
delighted
see
about
him.
that. Zubimendi is not up for the job, bros. I never wanted him at the club. I'm sure you remember my streams from over a year ago when I was like, he's not good enough, he's
Yeah.
not good enough, he's not the guy. How do you buy a Declan Rice for 105 and then slam that lump of shit alongside him? Like, you're asking too much of Rice now. And I believe that's why Rice has been pissed off once or twice this season. Manny,
Exactly.
you're at least a minute
Yeah.
ahead of me. I'm going to have to try and check because I haven't even kicked off yet, mate. So I'm banging trouble already, man. So
Are you watching it on? Were you watching it on TNT? Because I thought I heard the voices of Shay Given and one or two others. There was definitely an Irish voice there.
Premier, it's called. Premier. Yeah,
So
it's
who
not
was
on
the Irish
TNT.
guy? Who was the Irish
Shay.
guy?
It
Given?
was Shay. Perfect.
Ah.
As soon as I was over there in the toilet, actually, I thought, is that Shay Given I can hear? We're both correct as always. I'm seeing if I can find a different link real quick, Manny.
Yeah. Well,
So,
Saka has. I can tell you right now that Saka has just been fouled. He's got the captain's armband. Not too sure why that was given. We'll find out from this angle. Yeah, basically, Koke just
Manny,
sort of
I'm on
having a slight
55
tangle.
seconds. I found a different link. I'm on basically 1 minute. Let me know. Give me a minute check.
Yeah, for me, it's 1 minute 35. So I'm about
Cool.
35
Yeah.
seconds ahead of you.
No drama, no drama. Shout out to the real ones this evening. 5 of us in the stream, a little bit quiet, but make sure you are getting a like on the video. Do be subscribing if you're new. Shouts out to Manny, my partner in European crime. And let's see if Manny and the luck of Danny AFC TV and Manny himself can't bring and stream and pray and hope Arsenal get to the Champions League final. Me and Manny need one more live stream this season.
So, you see, you're Irish, right? So hopefully next time you'll have a shamrock with you.
I will, most definitely. In honor of my mum as well. And yeah, my sister loves the shamrock.
Right.
In fact, I do believe, hold on, I found something the other day. So yeah, it's nothing of value. Oh, where is it, Manny? It's hiding. I found a little shamrock the other day, mate. I thought, oh, there it is. I thought of my sister. It's nothing, no one think it's anything of value. But I thought of my sister when I just see that there. As you can you see that? Made in Ireland.
Oh, yeah. I see that. That's beautiful. Make sure you hold on to that. Make sure you hold on to that. That thing is priceless, okay?
Oh, no, I'm going to give that to my sister, man. My sister's the shamrock girl and that. So that'll be my sister.
So at the moment, the ball is with Declan Rice, and he's weighing up a long pass all the way to Trossard on the left. Trossard should get that. He heads it forward. I don't know if Calafiori is going to get that in time, and no, he doesn't. But it hits the corner flag and goes out for a throw. So Arsenal can still afford to pack people up front. And of course, you're outside London, I remember. So you won't get to have the advantage of hearing them raise their voice when...
There's none of that, Manny. There's none of that no more. The advantage has been taken away. And where I haven't got my internet, I'm streaming off my phone and obviously...
So I'm not going to ask you to give me your exact location, but are you towards Kent or are you towards Surrey? Which county are you towards?
Because I'm not geographically wonderful, I actually wouldn't know. But if I was going to throw something out there, I'd say Hertfordshire.
Okay,
basically,
Hertfordshire.
Arsenal training ground, Hertfordshire. Arsenal training ground.
Yeah. So Hertfordshire. I would assume, therefore, that would probably be the somewhat northeast of London. I would say slightly northeast.
Yeah, I didn't actually know it still counted. I thought this was still the verges of North London, but obviously the buses are green and things like that. So no.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to...
Yeah, buses in London are red.
Yeah, so it's to the north of London, not the northeast. So I wasn't too far away, but you probably might not be too far from Luton, I would say.
I will send you the location a little later. I won't say it. I'll send you it via the WhatsApp.
Absolutely. No, listen, if and when I need to visit you, I'll ask you. I promise you. But at the moment, Arsenal have the ball. It's with Saliba right now, passing sideways to Rice, and that is, I think that's Gabriel who's got the ball, or is that Lewis Skelly? That might be Lewis Skelly. No, that's Gabriel. Now it's with Saliba back from Rice. I see Lewis Skelly. He receives the ball, passing it back, and now Arsenal are being forced to pass the ball back. So running back with the ball.
Come on,
back
you
to
guys.
David Raya. Now, I'm also going to be really agree with you on one thing. We've started two attacking fullbacks in Benny Blanco and Ricky Ricardo, as you might want to call him. And I'm quite worried because defensively they're not the best. Going forward, they could definitely overlap and cause some problems. But Atletico have started Simeone and Alvarez on the right, and Simeone and Griezmann on the right, and Lookman and Alvarez on the left. So if those front four actually manage to get some kind of sway, I think Ben White and Calafiori could be in trouble.
See, this is what I mean. This is where Arteta's just twisted. I wouldn't have started Mascara at right back. I think you may have mentioned that the other day. But
I did,
back,
yes.
I think you laid, not you, Arteta laid his hat a few months ago when we kind of confirmed the signing. When I was saying it way before Mr. Fabrizio Romano, I was like, listen.
And we could have a booking here.
Sorry, I was basically saying very quickly, we have confirmed the signing of Hincapié. And you notice for the next maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row, I know there was an injury or so to Calafiori, but Hincapié had more than cemented his place as the number one left back at the club. Now, I know he played decent the other day, but sometimes you've got to be heartless. Like, we've seen great clubs have a number one and number two, or a league goalkeeper and a Champions League keeper. Not that I agree with that. Basically, what I'm saying is you go with your strongest 11 all the time, unless you're forced into it, or it is an injury or something. Basically, what I'm saying is, look, I see why Ben White, there's no Timber, why he's at right back, but I'm very surprised because Hincapié, I don't know if no one ain't noticed, but I'm not saying he's got the most cultured left foot in the world, but whether he does it blind, he seems to be able to, under pressure, whip a really decent, hard, low ball into the box where sometimes if you think if Gorkres had been a bit more effective as a 9 himself, like he could get on the end of a few of these Hincapié crosses because he does have a cross on him.
That's the thing. Let's not forget, Hincapié actually was sort of the left wing back over at Bayer Leverkusen under Alonso, right? So if you are asked to play,
I watched a lot of
and that's the thing. But here's the thing: it's an Atletico attack right now. Giuliano Simeone receiving the ball from Griezmann into the penalty area, but that will be a goal kick. And you see right now, going down the left, Simeone and Griezmann are working their magic right now.
I'm going to be honest with you, brother. For the last year or two under Alonso at Bayer Leverkusen, I'd ask you to actually clip it to me. There wasn't a single game you would have found Hincapié. I've researched it at left back. That's because Grimaldo was doing so well, the left back that I did say a couple of years ago on the channel. Maybe Arsenal should take.
Yeah, you did mention Grimaldo. That's right.
Yeah, so he's been doing so well in terms of assist, along with Frimpong. Obviously, he's now at Liverpool. So yeah, I'm not trying to shut you down. I'm just saying Hincapié. That was always the problem for me. He is actually a centre back. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you're right. It was Grimaldo who was actually the wing back.
Yeah, no, believe me, but I wouldn't. That wasn't like, oh, run, man, but then
But then that's the thing. Like, see, you know, even if you were to take that into consideration, let's consider Kieran Tierney. Whenever he would play for Scotland under Steve Clarke, whenever they'd use a back five, it would be Andy Robertson all the way out.
But that was only because. Hold on. That was only because Scotland, the poor bastards, were blessed with 3 decent left backs at the same time. Because I watched Scotland with Tierney in the middle. Bruv, Tierney in the
Robertson, Tierney. Yeah.
Hickey at right back.
Hickey is right-footed. Yeah. He is a right back. He's not a left back.
He's left-footed. Don't
stop, mate. He's right-footed.
Mate, he's not. I'm telling you, he's not. I watched him in Italy, bro. So he's come up as a left back for me. So I wouldn't want to put my reputation on it, but hold on. If I had to put 100 quid on it right now, I'd put 100 quid on it right now, Manny. I'm that confident. He's a left back, mate. Scotland had 3 left backs. That's why there had to be some adjustments, my friend. And Robertson happened to be the best left back at the time.
Yeah, and mind you, in recent times, Kieran Tierney has been used as an inverted right back who could cut in, whip across. Go figure.
That's because I believe.
But anyway, you're right.
That's because Hickey was out.
Yeah. But the point that I'm trying to make is that even if Hincapié might not be the most attacking of left backs, he does have a more than decent left foot on him, and he can more than do a job. I would say right now that you want to have that sort of a balance between attack and defense. Right? It's great that MLS is in the midfield because if you will also remember when we thrashed Atletico in the group stage, Skelly was playing and he was cutting into the midfield. The only difference was that he was starting at left back. And once again, it's always going to be a risk starting Skelly at left back because it leaves us very weak defensively. But then when you play him in the centre of midfield, he does more than a capable job. And we already have 2 more than decent left backs, although I think Calafiori may possibly be asked to leave. And Llorente there, a foul on Llorente, and that will be a free kick to Atletico. So
I don't think so, Jameson. Calafiore, even though I think he is on the sell list, from what I hear on the grapevine, again, clubs in Italy would love him. Inter Milan, Juventus, everyone would adore him. Napoli, but it would be on a loan deal, and then, do you know what I mean? You're just chasing your 42 mil back. What I think with Calafiore, the poor bastard, is there's a few clubs across the world. Barcelona. Now, from what I hear, and I was even listening, I haven't took this from Fabrizio, but we all know they're after Bastoni. He's a left-footed centre-back. Yeah? Calafiore, remember, is the same as Hincapié. He's never played left-back in his life. He went on loan his breakthrough season in, was it Belgium? He played left-back 6 times, and the manager very famously said, I realised he wasn't a left-back by game 6. He made him a centre-back. He went back to Italy at the end of the season and found his way to Arsenal a year later. Long story short, Calafiore, if I like Ivan Ndicka. Now, Ivan Ndicka is allegedly Barcelona's second choice as a left-footed centre-back. If Ivan Ndicka...
Alvarez breathes into the penalty area, whipping the cross in, parried by Raya.
No.
And, no, it's a goal kick. It's a goal kick.
Fucking hell, I don't like...
You see right now, all of this attacking is taking place right now. Simeone was a bit of a weak link at the Metropolitano, but he seems to have recovered himself. Intercepted by Raya, and Rice had to come in with the block. So, yeah.
I'm just seeing if I can find a more up-to-date link, but it looks like it's not happening for me. Not that I mind being behind you, Manny, but it is just frustrating seeing it all late. So that one's on 11 minutes. This one's on 11:05. All right, I stay here. So yeah, Manny, I don't know. See, positionally, I reckon if Arteta had his way, I'm going to go out there and actually, I'm going to say exactly how I feel on the transfer window this summer. If Arteta does with a trophy and he gets his way with Berta and the rest of the board, Josh Kroenke, etc., I think he's realised, especially when the free kicks and the corners dried up, so to speak, he's realised the left back and right back is other clubs still profit on this and they get a lot of assists and goals. People like Trent, even though he's not had a great season at Real Madrid. Let me cut to the chase. I think he knows he's got 2 decent defending right backs in Ben White and Timber, even though I think we don't like White no more. I never have. I know you haven't been his biggest fan. And on the left-hand side, you've got 2, even though they're both centre-backs, very good defending for me, left-backs. I think neither of them go forward. Calafiore either, very brilliantly. In a nutshell, if two of them was to go, say Ben White, and it was Calafiore, I think that gives you room, obviously, for 2 replacements, Manny. And whether they're top shelf, we've been linked with Livramento very hard in the last 72 hours. Allegedly, Livramento says he is a London boy, and obviously, again, Chelsea's his boyhood club. If it was a choice between Man City and Arsenal, apparently it's hands down Arsenal. But forgetting that aside, because he's very injury prone, I believe Arteta is going to look for a very attack-minded left back and right back for next season if he gets his wish and cashes in on
the ironic thing though is that now if you take a look at the way he's been able to work with both Calafiore and Hincapié, at least he started to learn how to work with different left backs, because there is that.
But hold on, imagine then, all right, imagine you had Hincapié and it's Man United away. You play Hincapié. Let's say now it's Burnley at home and you had Balde. I don't know why I threw Balde out, but I know Balde is available this summer. Man United are linked with him. He's been touted around to clubs. He's very attack-minded. I don't know if he's a good defender, especially like this is. I've been watching him in Spain. He could be shit in England, Balde. I'm obviously talking about the Barcelona left back. What I'm saying is, if you have one very attack-minded left back, like it's horses for courses, maybe certain games, like you said tonight, you said Arsenal went with 2 attacking fullbacks. I think Calafiore, fullbacks. I think Calafiore played okay the other day, so he's kept faith in him, and I think Ben White would be nowhere near the team if Timber was fit.
Yeah, but then here's the thing, though. I agree completely when you say that Timber were fit, Benny Blanco would be history. But then when you have a situation where we now know that Ben White will be vulnerable, it doesn't make any sense to start him. You'd want to start with the more defensive-minded fullbacks. Let the midfield sort of take their course and do whatever they want.
I totally agree with that. So what, Manny, you're telling me then again, because I think you said it the other night, I love Mascara, yeah? Are you telling me you're starting to scare a right back?
Yeah, and listen, I can also see where people are coming from because the man isn't even the fullback. He's a centre.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And he's also not like the smallest. He looks like he's way over 6 foot to me. He's quite big, not gangly or anything. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, because that's one criticism. Who is it? We were linked with the AC Milan left wing back. And I was like, he's 6'6". He's such, anyway. I got like, he just didn't feel like a wing back to me. Anyway, that's so irrelevant because I'm not saying that really does matter at all.
Obviously, Siebert's willing. He's not just willing to let the game flow. If he sees any slight infringements, he's blowing for it. Foul on the Atletico captain Koke there, and this is another reason why I don't want to see Ben White at Arsenal again. Needless foul, really. And so, I mean, technically there was a shot on target. I think it was Rice who shot it, but it was a really weak shot from distance that Oblak caught. But Gyökeres down the left. Does he win a corner? Yes, he does.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think this is the defender in question. Because I was talking about Nahuel Molina last night, and you said, no, if he isn't able to break into the team ahead of the youngster Mark Cubil, then he's not really worth it. But, you know, he is still a regular for Argentina and has won all the trophies. And especially in that World Cup when I saw him with Argentina.
I'll be honest with you, Argentina, as much as I love them, listen, there's a centre-back. I swear he played for Man City. He's about 79. He still knocks about for Argentina.
Otamendi. That old.
And I don't think I've never thought he was a good defender. So there you go, mate.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, obviously,
I just don't know what
I
to
think
say.
Romero.
I hear you. I hear you.
It's Romero and Martinez who pretty much carry that bloke anyway.
Yeah, possibly.
It is a corner. I think it's Declan Rice who's taking it, right-footed in swinger. Hopefully, we'll get something like a goal. We do have our corner specialists up, and there is some distance between Oblak and he's definitely not allowing anyone to crowd him. So that's really good, dominating keeping there from the Slovenia. Long all the way to Saka, and 17 minutes on the dot, and Saka P-rolls it out, and that's going to be an Atletico goal kick.
For fuck's sake. Come on, the Gunners.
Yeah, I agree with you on Otamendi. I mean, why he's still in the team beats me. He's not even a Messi who will at least be there on merit. The man's completely old and past it. And he was, of course, a part of the Benfica team that went unbeaten but didn't win the title.
Yeah. And that's why, again, notoriously, I get scared of signing players from certain countries. Like, a lot of people are talking about the Ajax winger we're linked with. I was like, absolutely bollocks to UE last night on the stream, was it? I was live. I was like, absolutely not. Not that he wanted him. He was just saying a lot of people are saying it's a done deal. I was like, mate, this is Holland. Like, if there's two players I've been kind of hearing a lot of in Holland this season consistently, is obviously Schmidt, the attacking midfielder. But until he got injured, Giovanni Reid, I believe he plays for Feyenoord. He's a right back.
Right.
So, yeah, definitely. See, my opinion on watching certain players in Holland is obviously clearly different to others. You know what I mean?
And there was obviously the former AC Milan and Barcelona right back from America, Serginho Dest, but now he's with PSV. So I think he's declined a little bit. Otherwise, I'd say
declined terribly. He got found out at Barcelona because obviously for about 20 seconds he looked good attacking for Barca, but then as soon as Barca had a couple of bad games, it really got found out.
Saka into the penalty area. And some desperate defending there from Atletico. It's with Lewis Kelly now. Can he shoot? No, but it's with Gabriel. He's got a decent left foot on him, but he sends that wide.
Man. Come on, you Gunners. Right, Manny, sometimes on my stream, could you type a message to me? Because sometimes it freezes, and I think we haven't had a comment for a while. I'm not saying it's been a busy stream, but can you type? Oh, maybe it won't count because you're live with me. Yeah, sometimes
No, here's the thing. See, I can go back to YouTube right now, and I will type a comment. And I was seeing that shot right there, just moving away there from the post. And in any case, I think Oblak had it covered. But
because sometimes comments don't come through. I don't know. I think it's a StreamYard problem. Like, so it has been happening. Oh no, nice one. So everything's good. Yeah. Nice one, Manny. Big up, Manny.
I think for some reason I don't think we have too many comments. I mean, and the thing is, I have this on occasions whenever I do a watch along for my friend's stream, and Lookman there not with the best first touch, and Saka is able to prize it away from him. But Atletico look very solid defensively tonight, and I have to say well done to Simeone for making the right selection. So I don't know if you, obviously I don't think you were able to do the watch along, but I was actually, watching it, and then I was with, I sort of came onto my friend's channel later on for some analysis, and we noticed that at the beginning of the second half, he had taken off Giuliano Simeone and brought on the defender Robin Lenormand. Now both of them are starting tonight, but the genius of taking off Simeone and bringing on that defender was that it allowed Griezmann to sort of go a little bit forward, and it changed the shape. And obviously,
more of a free roll. That's what I thought. It sort of released him. I don't really believe it's a 4-4. I don't know. I think Griezmann roams about like he can go. He's not got the legs per se, and I don't want to be ignorant or rude to him.
Foul there by Declan Rice on Alvarez, and you can see Simeone, all black, the man in black, looking very agitated indeed. The only thing he's missing is a pair of sunglasses. Otherwise, he'd join Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith on a mission, eh?
Most definitely. Most definitely. I love it, man. Shouts out to you. And just sometimes though, it has been a StreamYard thing though, because I've had people basically saying I've been putting comments in for ages, and it was you actually, I think one night said, how come you're refusing to read any of my comments? And I'm like, wow. Okay, so it's Lookman to Alvarez. Alvarez just about maintaining his balance, trying to send it forward and find Ruggeri, but he doesn't do that, and Benny Blanco's able to get it back to Raya, who lobs it forward. Now, this is going to be interesting because if Gyökeres is able to get the ball, yes, he does brilliantly. And it's Eze and Gyökeres linking up, Saka coming in for support. And this is the problem with Gyökeres. I mean, he's trying to do too much all on his own. It's sort of the epitome now of the modern striker where you aren't just expected to simply pop up and score goals and be a target man. You've got to hold the ball up. You've also got to be active on the wing. And this is what Gyökeres is doing right now. He's doing so much work, and yet people don't seem to like him very much. All because of that German donkey. And that's why he needs to be top of the list on those players we've got to sell. Cut our losses with it. Simple as that. Oh no, I'll never want Havertz over Gyökeres, to be straight and honest with you. You know what I mean? One's a striker, one's an attacking midfielder. Like again, we're half touching on left backs being.
The pretty poor stuff from Ben White there, and Lookman now on the left. I'm not too sure he'll have quite the pace to get, and that's the thing. Like he lost his composure, and that was better defending from Ben White. You see Lookman over there, he doesn't have that composure on the ball tonight. Not too sure what's wrong with it. And you were saying you don't like Havertz. I'm glad you agree.
Yeah, most definitely. And Gyökeres, see, I think sometimes if he doesn't do that work that you've just spoke about, Manny, because I'm seeing it all now, and I love that work because I think this is how you earn your money as well as a footballer, and it's when fans love you. But yeah, he's tiring himself out, maybe not as clinical in them right moments. But then again, I've always said he looked a bit stiff to me. And, if he ain't doing that, it's obviously the way we're playing, man, the way we actually play, as a whole. Like,
and sometimes, you take a look at that ugly clearance there from David Raya. It was a P-roller, and it went straight to an Atletico Madrid player. Fortunately, it was beyond the halfway line. And we've seen a few misplaced passes already, so at least Raya isn't alone.
I'm telling you what,
and Declan Rice down the left, looking really, really good. But some desperate work there from Llorente, I think it was, and that will be an Arsenal call.
Slightly off subject, but I do believe there was a goalkeeper coach sacked at Arsenal in disagreement with Arteta over the whole Ramsdale situation. Not that I'm going out for Ramsdale here, but he was making the point, like, does it make him a better keeper, Raya, because he can play out? And obviously Arteta, being a student of Pep, wanted the player that could play out. It's funny now because even Pep, I'm sure Pep would rather Donnarumma be a wonderful player with his feet and blah, blah, blah. It's funny how he dropped to Trafford or whoever he dropped for in Ortega at the start of the season and decided, I just want a guy that's good at doing what he's supposed to. You know who
he should have signed? Emiliano Martinez. Has all the all-round skills, but he's also really improved his play with his feet enough to be a really good sweeper keeper under Unai Emery. He deserves to be at a bigger club, and there is a part of me that would love to see, Skelly across the goal. I don't know if Gabriel's going to keep it in, but he does manage to. It's now out to William Saliba. That's Saliba from Calafiore. Saliba with the cross, but there's not going to be anyone at the end of that. So this is a good spell. And as I was
I
saying,
think if Liverpool lose the Brazilian boy
Allison.
at the end of the season, I think Martinez at Liverpool would be a really good shout because they had Woodman in, they've had that Mavish, Clavish, Vishlar. Yeah, they've had a couple of
Mamadashvili.
yeah, I'm gonna Mavish, Vishlar him. Oh, Skelly. So yeah, again, yeah, I reckon that would be a wonderful. I think Chelsea are desperate for an Emi Martinez.
If Emmy's smart, he's not going to go to Chelsea. That washed up, dead club. They're not even going to make the Champions League. They're definitely not going to make Europe. And of course, because of that new ruling where the FA Cup runners-up won't get into Europe if the winners go into the Champions League, Chelsea can kiss their European dreams goodbye. So they're dead, just like Manchester United were. And there's no guarantee.
Look, Man United in the end had a very productive season. They needed that season out of Europe to actually claim Champions League.
Only because they got rid of Ruben Amorim. You know that.
Of course. And now they've got rid of Rafinha. I'm sure there'll be a lot of takers for that job. You know what I mean?
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I've taken a look at some of the list of managers they're trying to hire, and none of them fill me with any confidence. Don't get me wrong. I really do like Andoni Iraola, but he is still unproven. Marco Silva from Fulham.
Oh, no,
to hell with it. That got no chance.
That was the geezer that fucked around at Everton. Like, I've not liked Silva or forgiven him for Everton. I'm not an Everton fan.
Yeah. He was the guy who got sacked before Ancelotti came in.
Exactly.
And if common sense prevailed, Arteta would have gone there and Ancelotti would have come to us.
I wasn't flexing just my knowledge muscles there. I was actually saying I've never liked Silva since then. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing, do get into the comments with me and Manning.
And here's the reason why I do not like Fulham as a team. They've got no ambition. They've got a good selection of players who really are good enough to be challenging for some bigger things. They should be aiming for a really good cup run or trying to go higher in the league. And I'm not being biased because they've got a selection of ex-Gunners.
I think £35 million mistakes are £35 million mistakes. I don't know. Smith Rowe isn't always a regular. Not Kennedy, what's his name? Man like Kevin, who coming in January, £35 million. I ain't heard a goal or an assist from him. That's 70 million quid. And I think there's Oscar Bob at this moment. And I had time for him at Man City. He was another 30. Like, it's funny how they all cost £35 million. Like the three players I've just named all cost 35 mil. And
that's the thing. They spend so much money, but they don't have the ambition to go higher. Notwithstanding the fact that Southampton went on to reached the FA Cup semi-finals. Fulham never should have lost to them, and neither should we. I mean, I know that City had to struggle to, get through them with 2 late goals from Doku and Gonzalez, but still, if you're a club with ambition and you want to do something more, you've got to, oh, Jesus Christ! Stamping on Calafiori's wrist there. Bugger should be booked. Cuban. Shame on you.
Wow.
Scumbag.
Bit of Simeone in him there, 27.5 minutes. Well, for me anyway. Still 0-0 in the game. Shouts out to myself, Danny AFC TV. Shouts out to
anyway, see, when you consider the list of managers they're considering, I don't see Chelsea recovering anytime soon. So if Martinez goes there, he's going to waste time. He needs to go to a club with some sort of ambition for me, and a club that will really appreciate his skills. I don't want him to go to the Middle East. There's too much flux over there with the whole war going on. China is still very nondescript, and it wouldn't be a good move for him or his family. Maybe he could move to the
Carrasco.
Yeah, maybe he could go to the MLS and maybe reunite with Messi at Inter Miami, and then or he could perhaps go back to Argentina, go to Independiente and try and play for them and get them to win the Copa Libertadores. But Chelsea is simply not an option. I like what you're saying about Liverpool, but they brought Mamadashvili in based on how well he did with the Georgian national team. I still think they want to give him some confidence because they will still. I agree that they will still need maybe to sign another decent keeper. From what I've seen of Freddie Woodman, though, the former England Under-20 World Cup winner, he's not too bad, and I'm delighted that he's got his chance. Another late
I know. And do you know what? Woodman would have been a goalkeeper. If you had said to me 5, 6, 7 seasons ago, do you think Woodman is half decent? I'd have been very aware of him and said, yeah, I believe Newcastle should be playing him. Because he sat at Newcastle in some bad times under Mike Ashley and some shit managers, maybe Sam Allardyce and Sam Allardyce and etc. I don't know, Joe Kinnear. There was all sorts up there, and Woodman should have been. I think he's a local lad, by the way.
Oh,
When
a
I say
risky
local.
clearance there from Oblak, but somehow it goes past Eze and it reaches Koke. Koke to Alvarez. Alvarez
Anyway, just to
Simeone on the
answer
right,
that,
which he does.
Woodman's just been an unlucky keeper. I think he's just been sort of happy to be a number 2 or run to the Championship for a season or so on loan. But he should have got his chance at Newcastle years ago, man. He played understudy to, I think, Shay Given. That was fair enough. Then after that, though, I think they probably started bringing in, I don't know, the Pep Reyners of the world. I can't really remember.
Ooh, not too sure that Llorente was offside there. Very marginal call. Ben White could have been playing him on, you know. But in any case, Lookman wasn't able to retrieve that cross, and you know the chance went begging there. So again, it's down our left side with Calafiori there that we're struggling, you see. And going back to Woodman, I get your point. Obviously, you know, his career wasn't really going anywhere. He had a mini renaissance over at Preston, and now Liverpool have signed him. And now, you know, he hasn't done too badly in the matches that he's played, and most of them have been pretty good matches. I mean, he came on in the Merseyside derby. He was man of the match when they played Crystal Palace at Anfield, and wasn't really to blame for any of the 3 goals that he conceded at Old Trafford. He's a dependable goalkeeper and a very good understudy, and should get more chances next season in the Cups for Liverpool. But do they keep faith with Mamardashvili? That's the big question.
I reckon as a number 2, and I reckon, yeah, a ruthless manager comes in and he sees that and he sits him down and tells him, either fuck off, Woodman will be number 2, or I'll fuck off Woodman, you'll be my 2. But yeah, you need an Emmy or someone for a couple of seasons. Just to steady the ship. You know, Van Dijk hasn't been quite Van Dijk. Konate's had a funny season. The left and right back hasn't been as solid. You know what I mean? I would be looking at a very, very firm goalkeeper. I love Alisson, but he seems to miss a quarter of a season now, like, you know, 12, 14 league games a year.
Injured,
he's been doing this for a very long, even when they won the title, he's been doing this for a long time. So
oh, absolutely.
I think Liverpool have done very well to paper over them cracks, you know?
Yeah, of course, they had the Irish boy, Quaven Kelleher, don't you know?
Of course, and then he got his 15 million move to Brentford. I think only if it had been a month earlier, I think Thomas Frank would not have sanctioned the move and took him to Tottenham Hotspur. But there you go. Literally a month later, I think.
Okay, Calafiori with a chance for a shot, but it's blocked. It's now with Lewis Skelly, though. Saliba. He's got, so I think it's Ben White on the right, but he passes it back to the centre. Lewis Skelly now to Gabriel. Gabriel to Trossard. Trossard against Simeone. He passes it back to Gabriel. So Magalhaes running with the ball. Tippy-tappy. Lewis Skelly, not quite tippy-tappy. Saliba passing it to White on the right. And Blanco spins Lookman around. Whipping in the cross with his wrong foot. Trossard somehow keeps it in play. It's with Calafiori. Gabriel. It's a deflection, but it doesn't really cause Oblak any harm. And we've just played 33 minutes. It is still Arsenal 0, Atletico Madrid 0, 1-1 on aggregate. Pass across from Griezmann, hoping to find Alvarez, intercepted by Saliba, and Ben White passes it back. I do apologise. You were saying I still go into
commentate. Really much has been going on in the game, so yeah, it's a bit frustrating. I know I'm slightly behind you. I'll try and fix this up at half time, but don't worry, it won't offend me too much. But I mean, already I'm looking at the Trossards. I'm looking at the left hand side, and I'm not liking it. Calafiori, I'm tempted to already whip him off fucking Capier. I just don't trust Martinelli enough to put him on the left, like, do you know what I mean?
Martinelli's a very good option as a super sub. I realise that now. I thought he could start, but I think Trossard's more of a steady option, someone who's more a little bit dependable. But Kenny Kent's not too fond of him. He calls him dibbly-dobbly.
Yeah.
He's a short fella, though, at 5'7". I think marginally shorter than me.
Yeah, shouts out to Kenny Kent also. Unbelievably, we were having a word with each other the other day, and it was absolutely nothing to do with football. The world is very small. We come into each other's path for a totally different reason the other day. So absolutely, shouts out to Kenny Kent. I can actually tell you about that, but off stream, Manny, later. It was zero connection to football.
Well, it looks as though, is it a corner though? Because Trossard obviously evading Griezmann, and I think they're claiming a penalty for a little bit of a shove on
It looks
the.
like that. I'm telling you what, I was going to say a minute ago, yeah. I swear to God, it's the only way someone's going to score is via a penalty.
Yeah, but Daniel Siebert not interested in that, and I think he's also waved away the penalty calls. But I do believe, for what it's worth, do we have a corner? I think we do. Because there was a shot taken and it deflected off, I think it was a defender. Yep, Hanko, the guy who conceded 2 penalties but saw one of them overturned because there was no contact between him and Ebriez. VAR got it spot on there.
Well, as always. Well, not even as always, but it's pretty spot on.
Right, so it's Bukayo Saka hoping to whip it in left foot.
Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing, don't be shy. Put in a comment to me and Manny. Arsenal 0, Atletico Madrid 1-1 on aggregate, of course. Is it going to be a penalty? It's like handball from...
Short corner to Eze. Eze to Saka. Saka. Shot by Declan Rice, but well defended by Llorente. And that should be an Arsenal throw. So this is a very good phase of play here for Arsenal, I think. Wait a minute. Why is Decky wagging his finger? Yeah, it is an Arsenal throw. I'm really not too sure why he was wagging his finger. And Siebert there having a chat with Gyökeres. I think there was a little bit of tomfoolery going on there between him and Lenormand. The Franco-Spaniard. Another Franco-Spaniard, Aymeric Laporte.
Huh. I'm now hearing a lot of the Atletico contingent getting into voice because you know what, man? Over the years, they're used to this, mate. In the 89th minute, if Griezmann was to score a last-minute penalty, anyone in the Atletico Madrid crowd would not be surprised. This is what Simeone does, mate.
We're going to see, though, because, I mean, we have shown perhaps more of the attacking intent now. Eze with the ball now, but some very fine defending. And that's going to be a free kick. A sort of a belated stumble there from Koke. And I was actually watching the Bournemouth Crystal Palace game, and yesterday I was on a reaction show with my good friend Craig Beasley, the Bournemouth fan. Shout out to Up the Cherries in all departments, by the way. And we were actually talking about whether or not the penalty that was given in favour of Marcos Senesi should have been awarded. I said it should have been because there was much more contact between Henderson and Senesi than there was between Hanko and Eze. And although it was a stumble, he didn't mean to die. He just certainly didn't mean to dive or throw himself. So it was an honest fall, and therefore it was a penalty. And there was contact. So similar to this one.
Sorry, yeah? Go on. No, go on. So I was going to slightly change the subject. Bournemouth. I've been looking at some of their players. Obviously, Sensi is going to go. There's Cliver. There's Krupi, who I've got a lot of time for.
Yeah, I know. You've got a lot of time for him. Consider yourself a Krupi groupie.
Definitely. Mate, if you look at his breakthrough in France, I think it was 24 goals. And I do believe in 2 seasons in England that he's only 19 years old. He's got double figures in both seasons.
Brother, I've seen him play this season. I know how brilliant he is. I mean, Krupi, and even they've got other people who can come off the bench and score. That chap Adley. Evan Nielsen
I do talk to a Bournemouth fan as well. And he said to me, whether it's true, well, it doesn't matter. He was like, I know on the grapevine, I know for a fact, like, Krupi's really unlucky. If he was just a little bit more bigger or stronger, this is just what Areola wants. He wants that guy that can hype, like you were saying earlier.
Pretty poor pass there from Lookman, intercepted by Gyökeres. Trossard sending Gyökeres down the left. This could be interesting. Gyökeres against Kubel and Griezmann, but Griezmann sends him back. And you see there, he's being forced to do a great deal of work, and he ends up conceding a goal kick, and he is not happy, the Swede. But go ahead, mate.
I have no idea where I was at. Sorry.
Yeah, you were talking about talking about Bournemouth and Krupi. Yes.
Oh yeah, I think it's going to be a mad summer. Obviously, we know Bournemouth are smart; they don't need to sell. If Krupi wants to leave, then you've got a Kluivert situation. Evan Nielsen himself, but the fan was telling me basically, if it wasn't. Because he didn't really get it either. He was like, mate, I would have dropped Van Nielsen. I wouldn't have even said
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Yeah. We already know who the top 5 are. And we also know that as things stand, if Aston Villa do manage to overturn their deficit on Thursday night and go on to make and win the Europa League final while also finishing 5th, the 6th place team gets the Champions League spot. 7th gets the Europa, right? So it is quite possible that Bournemouth will end up with some form of European football. The Champions League would be magnificent, but the Europa League would definitely not be small potatoes. In fact, you could have a better chance of actually winning that. So with the prospect of European football and the prospect of, some money coming in and really being able to play on that big stage.
Let me stop you right there, because you're the one with the Bournemouth fan, the channel, the geezer of the channel. So asking this from me particularly, because there's been a lot of talk of Atletico Bilbao and Iriola. Why would he have announced it? Why would he have announced it so early? Like, imagine if they do get European football. Is it because basically they've said, like, Sensi goes, if we get a decent offer for Krupi, he goes. We know they're a selling club, and I get it. Semenyo went. He was probably pissed off about that.
But then that's the thing. Like,
maybe. Hold on. I've just thought it's probably lack of ambition. Maybe he thinks,
No, but here's the thing. Like, listen. He moves back to Athletic Bilbao. That's the club where he made his name as a player, making close to 500 appearances, if memory serves me right. And that was where he also established himself as a Spanish international.
Mate, if he wanted it, I think that would be announced already. Yeah,
but that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, see, it is more than likely that he will move back to Spain, because he also knows that given how loved he is at Bournemouth. Ben White to Eze, but once again, old reliable Oblak. And listen. It could very well be that his family's homesick. They want to move back home. And given how loved he is at Bournemouth, why would he, risk his, exalted status there now at the club to join another Premier League rival? It wouldn't make any real sense. So it is a question of homesickness. I do believe they will move back to Spain. And in any case, by signing the ex-Dortmund and ex-Leipzig manager Marco Rose, who has a more than decent pedigree and who has managed Leipzig in the Champions League, they've got a perfect manager to, fill in the void, especially if
that fuels the way Danny AFC TV thinks, and sort of, for me, confirms my thinking all along. I believe Ariola's kind of spoke to him, said, "You're making me lose Semenyo, da-da-da-da. At this moment in January, give me money, or at least in the summer, give me money." I believe the money isn't correct. He feels he's gone as far as he can. For some reason, Manny, I don't believe Atletico Bilbao is the club. I'm just going to run. I've got my washing machine on, Manny, so do take over on the stream.
Yeah,
for a minute
I will take over, and that gives me a chance to go into commentary mode. It is with Eze now. Eze now forced to pass it back, and Alvarez running for it. Alvarez versus Saliba, and neither of them win, but Saliba does enough to put Alvarez off, and Ray retrieves the ball and passes it out to Ben White. Ben White now to Lewis Skelly, who certainly looks a lot more at home in the central midfield position. Has definitely not put a foot wrong all night. And Atletico sort of sitting back, allowing them Arsenal to come forward. It's with Eze now. Eze to Lewis Skelly. Back to Eze. Just about 2 minutes left in the half, and there will be at least a minute of stoppages added. Saliba back to Eze. Forward to Lewis Skelly. Back to Eze. It is to Magalhaes on the left. He's got, I think, Trossard on the left. He does. But Eze now passes it to Benny Blanco. Blanco to Saka.
And we're back.
Saka up against Ruggeri. And this could be promising because you now see Lookman coming back, having to do some defensive work. But Lookman hasn't really been at his best tonight. Wouldn't surprise me if he's hauled off by Simeone either at half-time.
You remember when a lot of Arsenal fans were saying, would you bring, including UE, in January, would you bring Lookman to Arsenal? I was screaming no. Again, harsh or not, I'd seen him at Everton Football Club, and I decided he wasn't as good as. Yeah,
you do forget, my dear friend, he went to Atalanta and was a big part of the team that spoiled
won the Europa League. I do know this, but again, Italy's a different kettle of fish for me. I do know Europa League.
Oh, Gyökeres now. He's forced Oblak to come out, crossed high in. A chance for Trossard to take a shot, but he hesitates. Saved by Oblak, and Saka puts it in. I think they're claiming an offside or a foul, but Saka puts Arsenal ahead. 1-0 on the night.
Are you sure? Are you sure? I just feel like I haven't heard the stadium. Guys, 1-0. Manny, do you look about you?
You can't hear the stadium. You can't hear the stadium.
I know.
we're just going to see what's happening right now. And obviously there was a huge melee, and this is a great time for us to score just before halftime because it now puts the pressure back on the Spaniards.
Oh.
I love it.
God, I've seen it. It looks good to me, Manny. What are you saying?
We'll take a look at it. I mean, obviously there was a huge melee, and we see Saka there on his feet.
Praise God.
Praising God, giving the cross. So some good work down the right here, basically, and yeah, there wasn't going to be an offside here. So Gyökeres basically draws Oblak out, and then Oblak has to come back. Trossard has the chance to take a shot, but he hesitates. Then he takes the shot. Okay.
And that's 1-0.
They're claiming an offside against Saka, but he's not offside. I believe that there's at least one Atletico Madrid defender playing him on. Yep, it's Ruggeri who's playing him on.
Ruggeri.
Saved by Oblak with his left hand, but Saka was there to...
Oh my gosh. Oh my God, Manny, it's on.
And
One
some
more
lazy-
Champions League.
And some lazy
final.
defending there from Robin Lenormand. I don't even know why they should be checking this, to be honest. They're not checking it. And so 1 minute has been added, of which 40 seconds have already been played. And so we go into halftime with our tails up. But remember, we took the lead in the first half at the Metropolitano, and Atletico pegged us back. So this is not over by any means.
Most definitely not. As I was just playing with my plug behind me, I have got the picture on the wall, but oh, hold on, there you go. But not in the right place, man. It's more just as a ornament in the room. Guys, do be liking. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Arsenal 1, Atletico Madrid 0. It is half time. Oh my gosh, 45 minutes to go, and we could be in a Champions League final. And you know what, Manny? This is what I was saying again to my friend Man City fan. Shouts out to RB. I was saying if we was to lose tonight and say we got dusted down 2-0, well, that's impossible now, being 1-0 up at half time. If we got beaten 2-0, I don't fancy away at West Ham for some reason. I goes, if we do Atletico Madrid, if it's 1-0, 4-3, 7-6, 7-9, I don't care what the score. As long as we win against Atletico, I'm ever so more confident at the London Stadium. And wow. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. That is an hour down. Shouts out to Manny, my European partner in, I'm not going to say crime, in football. Shouts out to Saka, star boy. A strong end to the season is required. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing.
I'm still not too sure that we'll win the final because we're going to find out, obviously, tomorrow who ends up playing. And, you know, there is a part of me that thinks that if Vincent Kompany is smart, he's not going to let his team defend the way they did at the Parc des Princes. And I think they've got the much stronger attacking flair, while PSG are a little bit more fluid. So
well, it's funny, I'm not sure.
I
don't know if I'm buzzing when I'm saying this, but Alphonso Davies, I thought was playing quite well for Bayern, and he got hauled off. So maybe it's the Hakimi, Nuno Mendes, maybe something will give in the fullbacks going forward. Maybe that is definitely, we pray for the final, Timber to be back and putting Capier at left back. Keep it a very flat back four. And Gyökeres, mate, I tell you what, mate, if I've ever had a criticism on Gyökeres, and it ain't about goal score, the scoring of goals tonight, Yui, it's something that Manny pointed out to me, having to drop back, having to be like Ivan Ilson, the Bournemouth striker. He didn't say that at all, but the way he has to come back, check in, check out, run to the left wing, run to the right wing, look for space. Maybe if he just was given that 20% more, just a leash be off, sit around, prowl around, a goal hanger, like Gary Lineker, like that kid, the fat kid at school. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know what I mean? Just basically be in the position where you can score goals. Like, but I am warming to Gyökeres, and this is why I asked you the question the other day. People are talking about Alvarez. I'd rather maybe a Krupi come in, a 19-year-old that puts pressure on Gyökeres, lets him know what time of evening is. If you bring in Alvarez, you're letting the 28 Gyökeres know he's now playing second fiddle. It would be very awkward to sell him. I was already reading a massive report the other day in one of the bigger papers in, was it The Guardian? I can't remember. It was one of the bigger papers. I don't know where I was. Must have got arrested. I'm joking. But I was reading one of the papers and it was saying, the geezer the journalist must have obviously just had a sit-down chat with Danny AFC TV, because he was basically saying that for all the rights Arteta has done, He personally rated Havertz at £30 million, and would a club like Bayern Munich even pay £30 million considering the wages they'd have to give him, breaking the bank for a guy to come from the Premier League, German or not? Because there was talk if Musiala went, could Havertz actually be a natural replacement? Like, I pray to God it happens, because I don't know how we get a fee for Havertz. I believe he leaves in a free transfer, because I believe at the end of the season we make a decision on Kia Havertz. Do we give him a new rolling 3-year deal at 350 grand a week, or do we let him see out his 2 years and fuck off on a free? And I don't know, financially for the club, I think it's better he just fucks off on a free at the moment.
If he, but the problem is, again, if he does leave on a free, you know, I know people are going to talk about book values and amortization and so forth. So people would say, you know, him leaving on the free is not going to be as big a loss, but still, it doesn't change the fact that we spent so much money on him and we've got very little in terms of return. Now, maybe this could all change if we win some silverware this season. And I am still hopeful.
Again, hold on. What, even if Arsenal win the Premier League and the Champions League, yeah, a double, I don't see why that makes PSG want to drop Vitina or whoever in the midfield, basically. Or why would Bayern Munich want to drop Musiala or their new kid coming on the block, the 17-year-old I like? What's his name? Leonard. Oh, what's his name? Oh, the bastard. The fucking Bayern Munich attacking midfield, the 17-year-old played at the Emirates.
Leonard Carl.
Leonard Carl. Again, why would Bayern Munich want to exchange him with that? And we can go deeper into the Premier League. Would Man City be able to accommodate Havertz? I don't think so. Chelsea wouldn't have him back. I don't know where this geezer goes. Like, I pray a Saudi club wants him, but what if he don't want to go Saudi? He'd fuck it up. And again, just leave on a free transfer. I don't see which club he fits into. Which club is screaming out for Kai Havertz as a central midfielder, an attacking midfielder, or a striker? I just can't see which, or massive club in the world that could afford him. Like his old club, Bayer Leverkusen, they might want him. Could they afford him on 300 grand a week? No. I can already answer that for you.
I don't think, and that's the thing. Like, he knows that Arsenal is his meal ticket right now, and that there won't be any top club that will be very eager to, you know, just offer him those sort of wages and more football. He's wasting his career away.
Sorry, Manny. As I said, I've just been talking about this, Yuri. I know one Bayern fan, yeah, that I can WhatsApp and talk to right now. And I've said to him as a joke, if I give you 75 million and Havertz, would you give me Musiala? Now, he's told me Eins, Freins, English, cocksucking vines. No way. Then I asked him, if I gave you 45 million pounds and Havertz for Lenny Carl, he told me again, Eins, Freins, and fuck you, English minds. So I don't understand where Bayern Munich need Havertz. What, is he going to play number 9? What? A backup to Harry Kane? I know the Chelsea rejects will go back to Chelsea, but I don't see Bayern Munich wanting him as a 9. I can't see Bayern Munich wanting him to replace Kimmich in the central midfield or Goretzka, to be honest with you. They're two hardline midfielders.
Bayern Munich will need a new goalkeeper, though, because I really cannot see them putting their trust in
if
that
you can play in goal, there you go. I'm joking. By the way, he has signed a new deal, though, Mr. What do you call him? Neuer.
Neuer?
He signed a new 1-year deal. Bayern took Jackson on loan from Chelsea, and Jackson ain't better than Havertz. Yeah, very true. So, and they paid a massive loan fee for him, 15 million. I bet they're regretting it now. But what they did write into the contract, he has to play 85% of the games for the deal to become permanent. So again, like I just said a minute ago, he goes back to Chelsea at the end of the season. He hasn't played 85% of the games, even if he plays every game.
If only Aston Villa had been that smart with Harvey Elliott. If only.
Again, he was a club. I don't want to talk for Emre, but again, like Pepe, it was a club signing. I don't want to play him. It was for the club. I don't give a fuck about the club. I didn't want him. He's not my player. I just don't believe he wanted him, bros. Or at 35 mil, what would have been the big deal? Like, I'm sure Emre spent 35 million pounds. He spent 26 million pounds on a striker that's already on loan at Palace. So be humble, motherfucker. I believe he is just, right or wrongly, all managers make mistakes, mate. I'm just saying. I believe that was a club signing, and Emre decided, fuck you, this has happened to me at Arsenal. I'm not playing him. That's all I can honestly think.
looks that way. But then again, and that's the thing with Emery. I mean, if there's one thing which I cannot stand about him, his stubbornness when it comes to certain players and loyalty towards others is misplaced. It isn't more often than not is justified, but when it's misplaced, it works horribly.
I don't think he is the guiltiest manager of that, though. Miles is playing well, Bruz, but we need now a game changer. I'm not saying bring Miles off for Lewis Skelly. I just wonder where does Arsenal go from here. I don't want to see Jesus come on because he can fuck off at the end of the season. I hate the geezer, 275 grand a week. And everyone earns even more. Even though sometimes he can pop off with a goal, I just don't trust Kia. Yeah, Tilda. Again, bros, I told you, we used to speak about it back in Archway before Tilda ever signed, and you said we should sign him for nothing more than £64.4 million. I told you there was going to be a premium because this boy does good at what he does good. Stop trying to make Tilda. He can play 8. He goes forward very well. No, he doesn't. He goes forward well because he's got good players around him at Arsenal. At West Ham, he won a Europa fucking Conference League, whatever it was, because he done what Deckers does. Sits back, manages the midfield, and lets his troops do the fucking talking on the field. And he just watched back and pictures off the dickheads running forward. Yeah? Will he be number 1 Spain goalkeeper in the summer? Over Unai Simon, who I think is a conference goalkeeper. I don't even think Palace would take him. Torquay, West Ham, Charlton, Stevenage, Leyton Orient. But talking about everyone, though, Barcelona, I think he's won Barcelona's player of the season. Juan Garcia, the one I didn't want. The one Garcia. Strong bench tonight. So hold on. Again, it is on pen and paper. It's a strong bench. So tell me which substitutions you make right now. Because I'm lost. Ooh. I don't take Gorkres off for Jesus or Havertz. Maduki, I bring him on immediately for Trossard, but he won't play him on the left for whichever reason.
Hinchapi on for Calafiori. Calafiori to shore
that's definitely.
And definitely Mosquera for White. Get rid of both the fullbacks.
I wouldn't do both.
I don't think Saka's starting to tire, but definitely Martinelli for Trossard later on to add a bit of, pace on the left. I mean, he can. He does strike fear.
Yui wouldn't change anything. He says Saka looks sharp again. Me, I would put Hincapié on at left back. I'd maybe leave it 5 minutes tops, but I think Calafiori, I'm not sure. As much as I hate Ben White, I just don't like a centre back being at right back. Mosquera.
I don't, but at this time, I don't want to run the risk of White being Ben being cooked like an egg white omelette.
Yeah.
The only reason why he's done okay so far is because Ademola Lookman has been so off it. It's scary. I think if
and I've said this to you, and God forbid, and touch wood, he doesn't have a great second half. I've never overly rated since Everton. I've never really rated this Lookman. I know he's had a great start. I know he's done well in patches at Atlanta, but Atlanta in the end basically didn't give a fuck about him and said he's happy. We're happy for him to fuck off right out of our club. Hincapié I like, but offers nothing going forward. He's got a better cross than Calafiori though. When he whips them low crosses in, that's a negative sub. Don't want us to sit back. Neither do I, bros, but I think Simeone being 1-0 up would sit back. And I think, Lewis Skelly, be humble. I don't know. I reckon Calafiori could be a bit of a danger. If Calafiori could only play right back, I actually would make Calafiori. No, could Hincapié go right? I just don't really want Ben White on. Nah, I don't know. I think Hincapié left back. Saliba is well starts, bruv. Saliba is a Rolls Royce of a footballer, mate. Seriously.
Yep. To me, he reminds me quite a bit of David O'Leary. Very confident on the ball.
Real Madrid want another big centre back in the summer. They're not getting Saliba. Barcelona are already saying it's a Van Ndicka or it's Bastoni, they're number 1. I think Calafiori would do really well as a centre back in Spain or in Italy. But who's got the money to give us 42 mil? I reckon he's a decent centre-back for some club out there, old Calafiori. I just think he's not a left-back. Like Lewis Skelly, Calafiori is just not a left-back, bro. That's what I've decided. And to be honest with you, Hincapié under Alonso never played one game at left back. I was already discussing this with Manny on the stream earlier. Grivaldo does that. In fact, Grivaldo still does that for Bayer Leverkusen to this very moment. Hincapié is a centre back as well. He's just probably adjusted a bit better. I don't know. Or he's probably the better, for me, the better pound for pound defender. That's the only reason why I like Hincapié more. Guys, do be liking and do be subscribing if we're new. Yuri, what are you saying? The second half must be... Oh, I should be looking for a different link. Let's just start again, actually. Because my box was just... Yeah, everything was piss poor for me in the first half. Manny was way ahead of me. Not that I mind. But just sometimes it is ever so frustrating. Right, where are we on this channel? Adverts. I hope we play Bayern. Bruvs, they're both tricky. As you said, I wouldn't want Harry Kane to beat us. Do you know what we're going to have to do? Provided we win this game in 45 minutes' time, me and you and Manny should have a quick discussion. Like I was digging out the Atletico Madrid players from Oblak all the way to Griezmann and Alvarez. Is there any of them I'd ever want at Arsenal? I think we have to do the same.
We'll talk about that. But a potential weak link for Bayern, Stanisic. If he plays at right back so that Kimmich can go into the centre, they will be anatomically weak. So their best
I don't think Kimmich is a good right back. Kimmich is a central midfielder for me.
He is, but the problem is that when Stanisic played, he was a weak link, especially when, Kvaratskhelia and company were running at him.
I'm sure they've got someone else.
What do you do?
I'm sure they've got someone else, but okay, I get that. Left back, Alphonso Davies, Upamecano at centre back. Neuer, I reckon both of the goalkeepers are a bit of a weak link. Neuer's kind of bad, well, not the greatest. He's, I think, got a new deal for one more year. And be careful what you wish for. Cel Donnarumma, you've got this little ponytail boy in goal, like PSG fucked up.
Safanov. Yeah,
I do believe PSG. Even though Hakimi and Nunez are great fullbacks, I believe we could get at PSG's defence. I think, not Mosquera, what's his name? The Brazilian and the two centre-backs are just not, they're not levels. They're not Saliba and Gabriel.
Yeah, Nuno Mendes is the Portuguese left-back, and then you got Marquinhos and some other chap there in the centre. But Hakimi might be out for the second leg, so that puts PSG at a bit of a disadvantage anyway. Now, the players are out, and we're going to start proceedings very soon. Arsenal will be kicking off, attacking from right to left. So we see Ebrieze walking to the ball in the centre.
Hold on. Let's look at their front three. Kvaratskhelia, let's say Dembele, and I don't know, I think they're playing attacking midfielder. Vitina up front, or Elisier, Diaz, or Kane. Fucking hell, that's a bit of a front three, isn't it? We'll do this after this game. Let's just do our job first, and then we will go through Bayern Munich and PSG's 1 to 11. I think I'm going to have to do a live tomorrow for PSG Bayern Munich. Fuck it. If you're about, Manny, you're free to join.
I'll let you know, mate. But anyway, Raya with a long kick forward, and that will be a throw into Atletico. And no substitutions at half-time for either team this time around. So I think Simeone has got confidence in the 11 that he's picked to start. Simeone's had a better game tonight. And this could be dangerous here for Atletico, but once again, their defending saves them at the right time. And it is, I think, Alvarez who now sends it all the way across the field, hoping to find a teammate, and he does. And let's see who that is. Well, he's got Lookman with him, and I think that might be Ruggeri who's come up and overlapped. Lookman to Alvarez. Alvarez across to Mark Pubel, the right back. Pubel crossing in, and not the best of headers, and Arsenal clear that away. It's Gyökeres who now comes in, and you see there, this is what makes him really, really good. He gets his body in the way, and he's won that free kick. That is wonderful. That relieves a lot of pressure.
Shots out for Gyökeres. Guys, I'm just going round the channels now, trying to see if I can't find myself a faster link, which is proving to be not happening.
You know, you can always refresh your link, can't you? I mean, you refresh it and
I can. Very true, actually. Well, yeah, it isn't like I have to turn off my internet or anything. Oh, fuck it, man.
I don't know if I could stand it if this game goes to extra time or penalties. I really could. And I think there's an offside there, which is why the ball's been brought back. So, Koke with the free kick. Actually, it's not Koke. It'll be Lenormand who takes it. It'll probably want to pass it to a defender, and he does exactly that. It's to Hanko, the centre-back, who passes it back to Lenormand. To Pubil now, the right-back, who stamped cynically on Calafiori's wrist early in the first half. Scumbag.
Give me a minute check, man.
47 minutes and 15 seconds.
Fuck me, I've lost time, Manny. I've lost time.
Okay, Simeone now. Put on the pressure, but Pubil relieves him quite well indeed. Pubil now running in. Not the best of crosses, easily intercepted, but Alvarez is able to hack it backwards to Ruggeri, who keeps it in play. Ruggeri to Koke. Forward to Ruggeri. Ruggeri passes back to Koke, and some pressure has to be relieved. Hanko,
Bastards,
who of course conceded the penalty from which Jokeru has scored at the Metropolitano.
Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. I'm struggling just to find a link again. I've went wandering. It happens though. Never mind, Manny. We will keep you up.
Okay, Declan Rice intercepts it beautifully, and now Trossard is able to run with it. Trossard with Llorente coming back, and that's a very cynical shirt pull, and that will be an Arsenal free kick. No bookings so far, it has to be said. So while he's not been willing to stand for any nonsense, he hasn't really been willing to punish people, but there will be some cards around the hour mark, you think.
This ain't making sense to me, Manny. I've now lost it somewhere else. But never mind. Hold on. This one. I'm just going to go around and yes, until I satisfy myself.
Yui saying, I hope we play Bayern. I'll tell you what, given how PSG dominated us last year, I'm really not too sure I'd want to face PSG. But Bayern also are going to be very daunting opponents, let me tell you. Vincent Kompany will make sure he does his homework. Saka sent forward to Blanco. Blanco crossing it in. Does he find a player? No, he doesn't. I think there might have been talk of a dive, and Griezmann happy to sort of wake that out. But Declan Rice meets that with a header. And I think the referee is giving Arteta the stink eye there, not too sure why. I think there might have been some claims for a penalty, but if anything, it was Magalhaes.
Can you check? Sorry, Manny, I've just found it somewhere else.
49 minutes and 35 seconds.
All right, I've gained about 30 seconds, so it's not bad. We're getting better. Shouts out to the zone.
All right, so. And, it's like they're trying all of these hopeful forward crosses, but not really able to find their teammates, and their passing has been a bit off. And we're ticking over to 50 minutes now. It's Arsenal 1, Atletico Madrid 0, 2-1 on aggregate. Bukayo Saka having put Arsenal ahead just before the halftime.
And now I've got the luxury of 3 or 4 different links. I'll leave it right there for the moment. Shouts out to Manny. I am back, people. I was just trying to look around. It was bugging me. I'm approaching the 50th minute now. So hopefully I'm not too more than 30 seconds behind or too much more.
No, you're not. You're not. And, a possible chance for an equaliser here. And, well, Giuliano Simeone appealing for a penalty, but the referee has given a corner instead. But, brilliant work from Diego Simeone's son to sort of intercept an intended back pass to David Raya. We'll take a look at it right now. It was a back pass that went forward, and I'm not too sure if Simeone... Oh, yeah, it was a back header, so Simeone wouldn't have been offside. But, wait a minute, who did the last touch come off of?
Gabriel. Great tackle.
Yeah.
Great tackle.
No, I don't think he got the ball. So this could be checked by VAR.
Bollocks.
No, it wasn't checked by VAR. Wait, they're still checking the penalty. Raya punching out the corner. And the check was over anyway, and the resulting shot was over. But a pretty poor back header there that was intended for Raya. Intercepted brilliantly by Simeone. And it could have been an equaliser. And this is the problem with Oblak right now. I mean, you know, whenever you sort of try to parry out, you've got to make sure that your defenders are close enough to you to get the rebound away. It's like you can't keep making that mistake. You've got to at least parry it to the side. This is a sign that I think Oblak's starting to get a little bit off.
You know. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing if we is new.
And yeah, well, you see now, but that was a really good chance, mind you. And had they equalised, it would have been cat amongst the pigeons.
Certainly would have, mate. I'm gonna grab my washing out of the washing machine 1 second, man. I was wondering where do I put it, but yeah. Oh my gosh, this game is making me agitated. Oh, I feel like the equaliser will come, bros. We've got up our game. I think maybe a change.
Yeah, and poor defending from Calafiori means that Llorente has picked his pocket, and Llorente finds Griezmann. Griezmann now has a chance to find a teammate, hoping to send Lookman through, but that is a brilliant recovery tackle. Only as far as Simeone, though. Llorente and Trossard picks his pocket. And
on that note, Manny, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Do take over.
All right. I'll continue the commentary. And I think it was Gyökeres who was hoping for a free kick there, but Siebert saying nothing doing. Koki now with the ball. And that is forward all the way to Ruggeri, hoping to find Lookman. Lookman slips, but he's able to pass it back to Ruggeri. That is the Normand to... That is with Lenormand right now, I should say. Cubil. Back to Lenormand. Panku. Ruggeri. So Koke is sort of now functioning as more of a left centre-back. And Griezmann hoping to go forward, but his pass doesn't have anywhere near enough pace. And Declan Rice with a lung-bursting run through the middle. He's got Gyökeres on his right. Gyökeres with the shot, but that is brilliant defending from Llorente. And with plenty of space in front of him, Griezmann can now move forward. He's got Lookman on the right. He's got Alvarez in the middle. He's got Simeone on the far side, and he passes it all the way back to, well, I think that was Ruggeri. Now it's Koke. Koke to Alvarez. Alvarez to Cubil. To Simeone on the right. Simeone sending it forward. Cubil overlapping into the penalty area, but nobody there on the end of that. And Arsenal now have to try to find their way out, and it's with Trossard now after some decent work there from Calafiori. Calafiori now going down the wing. He's got Trossard accompanying him on the left, and that is excellent work. A good cross forward. Lenormand sticking in like glue, but he threaded the pass through to Calafiori, and Calafiori was on his own, but the Atletico defense sorted it out.
Come on, Arsenal.
Simeone to Alvarez. Alvarez to Koke. Koke, the Atletico Madrid captain, sort of forming a kind of Lothar Matthäus style role, if you will. A kind of defensive sweeper.
Yeah, he has. He has over the last couple of seasons. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, Alvarez. Llorente. Llorente hoping to find Cubil. He finds Cubil.
Come on,
and
Arsenal.
That's Cubil to Griezmann. Saved by Raya. And Griezmann hoping for a penalty, but Siebert saying no. And
these little fuckers are looking around for a penalty to dive, little bastards. Fuck you, Simeone, and your fucking athletic bastards. Oh.
Easy save from the keeper, but it's parried out. Cubil. Ooh! Well, there was a bit of a high tackle there from Gabriel, and they were hoping for a penalty. And Calafiori there very nearly bringing down, but there is a check going on, though. There is a check.
Oh, Calafiori.
There is a check going on.
The Calafiori tackle isn't great.
The Italian saying he didn't catch the Frenchman, but the Frenchman disagrees. And where is he going?
Oh, I'm not sure if he does catch him, actually.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, Simeone has made a substitution. He's brought on he's two, actually. He's brought on Molina for Cubil, I think, and the big Norwegian Sorloth has come on too. So
Sorloth got a couple for them the other day.
oh, there are three. So it's Lookman, Simeone, and Normand who have gone off. Cardoso, Sorloth, and Molina have come on. So Simeone has looked good, but I think his father wants some fresh legs. Fresh
Most definitely.
impetus.
Simeone does get changed quite a lot.
And I called it. Off with Calafiori. That's going to be his last action for the night. And it looks like no Madueke is coming on. Please tell me he's not coming on for Saliba. Is he coming on for Trossard, maybe?
Surely.
Eze's going off. Are you mad, Arteta?
I'm just seeing the Athletic substitutions. I'll be able to see Arsenal's fucking round of subs soon. Here we go. Kinkapie for Calafiori. Couldn't agree more. Brilliant substitution. Wonderful. Job done. Now what else has been happening here?
Trossard having done his job with the assist for Saka.
Eze's on his way, as I'm just seeing now. Shouts out to
and Saka's going off. And he passes the arm
carrying
to
an injury.
Odegaard.
So LD, I take it, goes central mid number 10 for Eze. And yeah, it's like you are. And Madueke will go on the right to replace Saka, the star boy, who again looks limping like he did at half time the other day.
Oh, he never learns, does Arteta? He never, ever, pardon my French, but Spanish, but he just doesn't.
The Eze one doesn't hurt me. I think Odegaard could be productive, but I think Odegaard plays better when Saka's on the pitch. So there you go.
Yeah, and a foul there on Lewis Kelly. So Lewis Kelly could end up playing the entire 90, which would be good. Cardoso, the substitute there with a foul. Elbow in the back of the head. And already the substitute's getting stuck in. And Sorloth, I think, has come on to provide a little bit more attacking impetus. Alvarez is still on the field, so it could very well be that Griezmann comes back into the midfield and it'll be a two-man strike force. But a chance there, and it falls to the club captain who skies it over the bar. Doesn't even hit the target.
My gosh, guys.
Oh, man. You're supposed to put your laces through that, Martin. Pete's sake.
Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing if anyone's jumping in.
Right.
New tonight.
So confirmed, it's Saka, Eze, and Calafiori off for Madueke, Odegaard, and Hitchan. So Trossard's still on. That's quite good. But I do think Martinelli might come on for the final 15 minutes, maybe to pinch goals at the ceiling. Declan Rice sending it forward. And Oblak grabs it. And gets hurt in the process.
How annoying this is now. I'm going back in time again, Manny. My apologies.
Just ticked over to an hour. So there are still 30 minutes for something to happen. We need a second goal on the night, a third on aggregate to really seal it.
Piss off, Oblak. And come on, you Gunners. Shouts out to the real ones on the channel. Do be liking, do be subscribing if we is new.
Griezmann on his own. He's got Molina on the right, but he got to go alone, hoping to send it through, but the defense ends up taking it out. It's with Llorente now. Llorente to Molina, who has scored quite a few bangers in recent times in La Liga. Trying to be a candidate for the Puskas Award, maybe?
No fucker.
Actually, so it will be Molina who goes out on the right, and Pubel plays more of a central role. And this is probably a sign that Simeone will start to attack now, because Molina is definitely I
think Griezmann's going into the pocket in the number 10 role, if you like. Alvarez is floating as a striker, but left and right. Sorloth will go more into the middle.
Exactly. Sorloth is that typical big target man.
Yeah.
He's Scandinavian, so he is going to be a big lad. I mean, not all Scandinavians are big lads. Our club captain, Scandinavian.
Yeah, obviously he does have Premier League experience, which always is a help. Mr. Sorlev played for Palace, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Alexander Sorloth.
Oh, come on, Arsenal.
Yep. Had a loan spell at Bodo Glimt back in the day. Played for Midtjylland in Denmark too before joining Crystal Palace. Only made 16 league appearances and went on loan to places like Ghent and Trabzonspor. Joined RB Leipzig permanently and then moved to Villarreal. Had a loan spell at Real Sociedad and is now with Atletico Madrid. So he spent quite a bit of time in Spain.
This is about the time Arteta likes to take off Gorkaras, by the way. I hope he doesn't because he's playing well for me. And he's battling hard. But this is about the time, statistically, he takes him off for Jesus the last couple of games. And I hope it ain't Jesus either. If it does happen.
I don't want it to be either. I mean, if you wanted to bring on the sub, you might as well bring on Dowman. Hoping to find Llorente taking a leaf out of Jokeris' book and putting his body in the way. But some great defensive work there from Trossard, and he hacks it out. It will be an Atletico Madrid throw, though. Coming up to 63 minutes, and Atletico are starting to find some bearings, and time for another substitution. He's bringing on the number 10, Baena. Alex Baena.
Was that Barcelona, no? I do remember that name. So he's a left back, played with Barcelona. I'm not sure. I'm not going to swear by it, but I do remember that name.
Alex Baena began his career with Villarreal, played for their youth team C, B, and A, and had a loan spell at Girona, and now with Atletico Madrid. So nothing to do with Barcelona, I'm afraid.
Interesting.
He began his career actually with Roquetas and then moved to Villarreal and was there from 2011 to 2019. And I think he actually was a part of the Villarreal team that won the Europa League under a certain Mr. Unai Emery, beating Arsenal in the process. And
possibly that's where I remember him from. Maybe that is how I remember the bastard's name. I definitely remember the fucker's name, but I thought it was something a bit higher. Maybe it was winning a trophy, and I just forgot about it.
To think that team had the likes of Raul Albiol, another ex-gunner in Francois Coquelin, and I swear that was a real ragtag and bobtail team, and they beat us and beat United in the final. Go figure.
Emery effect, my friend. Decent manager.
Yeah.
Griezmann. We've already done this. I'm already thinking. I'm about to say Griezmann over the free kick. I know this is already gone for you. Give me a minute check again, Manny, because I'm going nuts.
64 minutes and 30 seconds.
So, 30 seconds. Just literally just a point over 30 seconds.
Right, so it is with Hinchapi now. All the way out to Trossard on the left. And Hinchapi's actually running inside. So, we'll see what Hinchapi does. But it's a pass back all the way to Magalhaes. So, just sort of controlling the ball now for Arsenal.
Chloe, what's good? 1-0 to the Arsenal. 2-1 in aggregate. As you join us today, shouts out to you. How's fucking north?
65 minutes ticked over. It is Arsenal 1, Atletico Madrid 0. And Trossard now, and Simeone wanting to make the substitution, but he is going to have to wait. Oh, what a glorious opportunity that was for York. Brilliant. You spoke about that low cross from Hinchapi, and you're going to see this right now, mate.
There you
go.
And you see when I noticed something, bros, watch this. I know what I'm expecting to see.
So basically, Trossard gets the ball there. Hinchapi is well on side. He gets the ball. It's a very awkward low cross, which nobody can get. Right on the plate for Jokeris, but he's unable to get his get the proper connection in time, and it's skied over the bar. It was straight at Oblak, but I'm not too sure.
See what I mean? The low straight. What did I do? Oh my God, Jokeris, you're sweet, mate. That's got. See, there's my problem with Jokeris. If you're world class, that's a goal, mate. That was a wonderful cross. Skill.
Well, the thing is, I probably wasn't expecting that. And this is interesting. Simeone
you're not expecting it, mate. I told you what to expect. If Hinchapi comes in, finds himself
but anyway,
wing,
big news.
He's going to bang it in low.
Big news. Simeone has taken off both Alvarez and Griezmann, and he's brought on Almada and Alex Baena. So I'm not too sure what he's trying to do there, because Alvarez was looking good, but once again, he wants some freshness. He wants some, speed.
That is very interesting. Fucking hell. That is why I don't trust Glock. I just don't believe it. That's gilt-edged.
You bet. And obviously Griezmann
at 36.
It's quite clear that Griezmann no longer has the legs, and I think that's going to be the last we see of him in Champions League.
Oh no, it is. He's agreed. He's already joined an American club. He's already gone. He's already signed, sealed, and delivered.
I know he's signed, and he'll be leaving at the end of the season. I'm not. Silly.
Oh, sorry. I thought. Yeah. Oh, that's definitely. Oh, yeah. And of course, like a lot of your players that play in that side of the world, you can come back in January and probably have a swan song. But yeah, I think as you've just said, legs are done. Still a great player, but legs are done.
Yep, the legs are done. Trossard hoping to keep that in play, but he doesn't keep that in play.
No, it's good waiting for you to come up and see us. Girl, I've just been moving. It's me. That's like Mission Impossible at the moment, but yeah.
Llorente, who's sort of doubling up at right back at the moment. Molina, Sorloth, I think that is. Yep. Bundled over by Saliba, and that should be an Atletico Madrid free kick. No, it isn't a free kick. They play on. Declan Rice. Rice to Odegaard. I think Arsenal are going to want to try to just control the tempo of the game. And without Alvarez now, I'm not too sure how strong this Atletico Madrid team will be. Because where's their goal threat going to come from? I don't really think Baena is the most attack-minded of players. Pubel getting around Hinchapi and making sure that he doesn't get any ideas. Llorente. Molina. And that's a pretty poor clearance, straight to Benny Blanco. But Blanco doesn't hit the target with that. A sort of a P-rolling shot that goes behind for a goal kick. So, pretty poor play there. Molina hoping to try to attempt an ambitious cross-field pass with his left foot, his wrong foot. And that's another goal kick with Hanko telling Madueke, don't try anything against me, son.
Yo, people, Manny, can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear. And it's Llorente with the ball on the right, crossing it into the penalty area. That's a looping header, and that should be easily claimed by David Gray.
I know, it's horrible not being at the stadium. Should I go onto YouTube? Can I hear me? Where's Manny gone, mate? Is Manny just lost in the world, or have I lost sound? Guys, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Manny.
I can hear you, man.
Message. Oh my God, invite guests. Remove. Oh my God.
What have you done?
Let me just find me and let's see if I can hear me. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to type in my channel. That's all because my phone started ringing. Fucking wonderful. Right, is there sound? I have to watch an advert first. Chloe, help me out. Private message. That don't work. That don't work. Yo. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Let's see what YouTube says.
Okay. Corner to Arsenal, by the way.
Yeah, man, I can hear me.
And that is headed
I don't know. I
away.
take it people can hear me. Is there anyone else in the comments? Manny's sound is gone. I don't know what I've done to Manny's sound. Manny, your sound is gone.
Hold on a minute, please.
So I'm looking on YouTube. I'm back. Let me just go back to the game. I think now, yeah, Manny, I don't know what's happened. I can't hear a word you're saying. I think Manny's going to jump back in. Fuck me. Please, nobody ring my phone, man. All right. I don't care if there's one person even listening. It just ruins the whole live stream. The guys had to jump out. Manny entered the studio. Add to the stage.
I can hear you now. Yep, I can. Can you hear me?
And there's no sound.
You still can't hear me.
Oh,
Jesus.
what have we done here today? Manny, I can't hear you. Can you hear me, Manny?
I can hear you perfectly.
Manny says
I don't know why you can't hear me.
Think can anyone else hear Manny then? Because I can't hear you, bro. Fuck. Anyway, let me find the game again because I turned every motherfucker off. Can anyone hear Manny? Because I definitely can't. So this has just got off key. My phone started ringing, Manny, and it just went nuts.
Always a risk. And now Lewis Skelly's gone off to be replaced by Zubimendi.
Fuck me. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing if we is new. Oh, boxing. Here we go. I've lost where I was. Hold on, Premier Sports. I think it was here. Is it here? Was it here? All right, it wasn't Premier. Oh, it was the Zone, I think. I did say. Oh, Skelly for Zubimendi. Manny, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh, mate, this is all because of one call. Oh, no, don't end the fucking stream. I'm really trying hard to communicate with Manny. I don't know. All right, my phone is on loud. I've turned it up. Yeah, I've got no time for that text. I can't even get Manny for a time check now. Manny, there's no sound there at all, mate. I'm looking at all the settings. I have no idea what's happened. What did I do? Private chat. Manny. 74
I'll refresh
minutes.
again. I'll refresh
74:45. I'm on 74:20. I must have made a second. Manny's gone. Hopefully Manny comes back in. If Manny comes back in, I might be tempted just to jump in myself. Maybe I need to refresh myself. Oh, please don't fuck about Atletico. I've just seen Zubimendi is on for Miles Lewis Skelly. Approaching the 75th minute. Usyk versus Rico. Who's Rico? 23rd of May. Brilliant. And I think Wardley versus Dubois is coming up as well. So many boxing is coming up on the channel. Simeone is bouncing about like a little rabbit on the touchline. Shouts out to Thierry, my little one. Missing you like crazy, bros. Yes, I was in the ends looking for you today, but you know, I didn't see you. I don't think Manny's passed back. Gorkarez. Come on, bro. Composure, Gorkarez. And you had Meduki. Right, Manny is back. Let's just hope and pray Right, I've got it on mute, not mute. So hold on, not mute. On mute. And then Manny. And then add to the stage. Manny, if this don't work, bollocks.
Ah.
I don't believe it, Manny. It's not working, mate.
Oh, man. Can you hear me? You still can't hear me.
I don't understand. One telephone call, mate, and it just absolutely offended my phone. Maybe I asked my phone for too many things. Phone calls, WhatsApp, streaming, YouTube channels, watching football. I think it got too much for my phone, man.
Yeah. Could be the case.
It got too much for my phone.
I think it's fair to say that I might have to wait
back.
until next season when hopefully you'll get a proper PC.
Is that Gabriel down? Guys, do we like him? Do we subscribe him? Gabriel's got to be careful from these corners. He does love holding a guy. And then he likes to hold his head. I'm holding my head thinking, damn. I get very worried of this kind of behaviour. Come on, Gabriel, man. That's just the sort of shit that will give away a penalty in the last 9 minutes. And Simeone will have his very own get out of jail free card in North London this evening. We've got to hold what we've got now, bros, because I don't trust it otherwise. We must hold what we've got.
Completely.
Can't believe Manny can't be heard in such an important game. If I come completely out of the stream.
Time for
I'm going to come completely out. I'm jumping out and
yeah.
jumping in, man. I'm coming completely out. If you can hear me, join me.
Yeah, I can hear you, but can you hear me now? Oh, man. What? Well, I don't know if you can hear me now, but I've taken off the headphones. And it's irritating, but what can you do? It's all off against Saliba. Saul, that's not a bad football, you know.
Yo. Right. Manny, if I can't hear you now, bro.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? I can't hear you, though.
Bloody hell.
I can't hear you. That's the problem.
I know what's going on.
Like, Manny, I can't, like, we can. If I knew how to sign, I'd be like this. I don't believe it, Manny. I don't even believe it's you, Manny. It happened when my phone rung. My phone rung. I attempted to hold on. He sent a message. That's just participants, mate. The phone rung, and yeah, it's just basically cut you out since my phone rung. I didn't mean it.
That's all right. It happens.
It's now pissing me off as well, man. He's so sorry. I don't know if they've scored, if we've scored, but it is Atletico on the attack. 79.5 minutes on the clock. Arsenal 1, Atletico 0. Odegaard coming back defending. Ooh, Atletico Madrid are the team in the ascendancy now, though. Gabriel away. Come on, you Gunners, man. Oh, Reyes clipped it. Like Manny, I could jump in, jump out, and refresh it again. I don't think it will help because I've just tried that.
It's not going to help. It's not going to help. So listen, I'll go off. You continue the stream,
right,
and I'll
both
come
of us
later.
jump out. Manny, jump out, and I'm going to follow you. I'm going to jump out again. I'll refresh the shit. Right, Manny's gone. Okie dokie. I've got me twice. I swear we're just having technical problems. It says Danny AFC TV twice. Why is it trying to add me again? Oh my God. Leave, just leave. Hold on. All right, Manny, I'm having some major technical. So if you come in again and it doesn't work, I don't know what to say. I'm having major fucking. I think it just becoming a lot for my phone right now. I'm doing a lot on my phone. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. It is an Arsenal free kick, 81 minutes and 40 seconds down. Oh, add to the stage, add to the stage, add to the stage. Manny?
Now, hopefully now.
Oh, fuck me. It's come so loud, it's almost broke my ears. Lord have fucking mercy. Manny, I have no idea what happened. Hello?
But you can hear me now, can't you?
You're beautiful. I hear it. Fuck about, Manny. What
All
minute
right.
are you on, mate?
Yeah, 83 minutes and 10 seconds. And I can tell you that Trossard has gone off and Martinelli has come on. So it looks as though we're now going to go out for the win and hope for maybe an Atletico mistake. And Atletico are desperate, hoping for something to happen, but no sign of anything.
All right, and thank God that you are back, Manny, because I was just thinking, what is going on here? So basically, my phone rang, and I tried to just fucking reject the call, and then yeah, you just went off. It was like your head was down as well, so I thought maybe he's texting someone, maybe he's doing something.
No, the thing is, I was just trying to do some adjustments, and you know, the thing about this game is you still can't really, be too comfortable, but we are controlling the game. We are, making sure that we don't make any silly mistakes. And so far, we've managed to do a very good job in keeping control of the ball. So that's kind of frustrated Simeone in a way.
I'm so surprised Gorka is still on the pitch. I am delighted though. Obviously, we know Zubimendi sneaked his way on. Maybe that could have been a little bit of fatigue and just with Skelly and obviously whatever.
Yeah, corner to Arsenal now. So this is our chance to try to make something happen. And if we score, that's it.
Come on, you Gunners. Come on, Arsenal, man. Approaching 2 hours live with Manny. We've had our sticky moments, but as always, me and Manny get there. We are winning a Champions League final. And I'll probably go live tomorrow for our opponents, hopefully in the final, PSG or Bayern Munich. And I'll quickly assess who I'd rather play based on everything I've seen over the 2 legs.
Okay, so a Chelsea fan has said, congratulations on reaching the final, but you won't eclipse Chelsea or be better than Chelsea unless you win 3.
Well, we'll always be better than Chelsea. Just win 1, we're better than Chelsea. Just win 1.
I mean, our European legacy has not really been the best in history, as you know. So I would love us to win the Champions League final. I just don't know about what you call the football heritage. Ooh, but a chance here for Atletico. And this is interesting. Sorloth, he's lost his footing as the Norwegian. And that's a dreadful moment there for the Norwegians. So you see right now the nerves are starting to kick in.
My God. And just hearing you commentate, Manny, not that again, not in any funny way, that was just making me nervous. I was waiting for you to say goal. Oh my gosh.
Well,
guys, do be liking, do be subscribing.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing.
Is nervous.
Oblak now sending it out, but that should be easily intercepted by Declan Rice. Can Atletico find a way out of it? Yes, they can. It's with Koke. And Zubimendi and Koke engaging in a little bit of a scrap.
These little fuckers.
Passing back to Oblak, who sends it low.
Come on, you Gunners.
And that's going to be an Arsenal free kick.
4 minutes left, guys. Plus what the referee sees fit for stoppages. Shouts out to myself,
Yeah.
Danny TV.
And this is what happens when you don't play your striker too often.
That was an embarrassing moment for Sorleff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't have a clean connection with the ball. And the thing is, Raya had actually gone walkabout at that time.
It wouldn't surprise me, fucking Raya. My gosh, guys, come on. This seems like the longest few minutes of my life. Please don't say nothing fucking silly like 12 minutes of stoppage time. Like, seriously.
We haven't even reached 90 minutes yet, so you're not going to hear that from me. But I will tell you that there's a huge cross out to the right. It is retrieved by Almada, another Argentinian. They have a big Argentinian contingent over there, Real.
Hard workers. I get it with these Molinars and Otamendi's and even back at Arsenal in the day, Nelson Vivas. You know what I mean? Little hard workers. I'm just saying, don't think they're the Ballon d'Ors of the world. A lot of them. But again, get them together with the right manager, team spirit. 11 of them seem to do wonders.
I wouldn't exactly call Lionel Messi a hard worker, but I get your drift.
Again, some people would say he wasn't a good player until he won a World Cup. Like, I don't even think he was the biggest reason why Argentina won that World Cup.
Oh, I disagree. I mean, he was the main part, but also other players.
There was a lot of hard work in that central midfield. Enzo Fernandez, and who was alongside him?
Rodrigo de Paul. Who else? Alexis McAllister.
Yeah. I thought the midfield was pretty much key.
Another person who was key, Angel Di Maria. He's no longer a part of proceedings, so I wonder if Messi will miss him a great deal.
Where is excuse me, where is Di Maria playing his club football actually?
Who?
Di Maria.
I think he was at Benfica, now I think he's gone back to Argentina.
Okay. I was going to say I hadn't heard of him for a little while. All right, I've got 88 minutes. What have you got, Manny? 89?
89, yes. 89, exactly.
Now let me know what the stoppage time is saying. The sneeze is coming on. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. What a time to be a gooner. I can't believe my internet, excuse me, isn't connected, because I'd love to be jumping on the social media, TikToks, Twitters, etc. and letting them know exactly how I'm feeling right now.
They're about 89 minutes 50, so there are 10 seconds to go. We're going to find out how much stoppage time is being added. And
come on, you Gunners! Not long, boys and girls.
Looks like there are 5 minutes being added on.
Motherfuckers. The world has ever seen, and it's a hard.
Declan Rice down with the ball, and he finds a pass forward, hoping to get to Gyökeres, but some desperate defending, and it has to be desperate because that's the only way to prevent Gyökeres from getting through.
Just manage this game now, Arsenal. Come on. Champions League fucking final awaits. Come on, you Gunners. Nervy times on the channel. Oh my God.
Right, 4 minutes left of stoppages.
Hello, Timber.
Right, so Atleti received the ball on the left. It's with Koke now, hoping to find a pass forward. And he does, well, no. That'll be a goal kick. Almada obviously not in the right position to receive it, and you can see the tears in the eyes of the Atletico Madrid fans. They're sensing it slipping away. As far as the Arsenal fans are concerned, they're on their way to Budapest.
I've got a couple of pals in Budapest. It wouldn't be actually hard for me to, well, get out there for a start. Ooh. Couple of chef boys that I know. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. Ever such
I think a
nervous
card has been
moment.
dished out to the Atletico bench. It might be Simeone who's received the card.
It would not surprise me.
Long kick from Raya, hoping to find a teammate. It is Zubamendi's head. Llorente heading it back down. And now Atletico have to try and find a way forward, and Hinchapi concedes a throw.
Played Hincapié.
It is Simeone who has been booked. Who else at this point?
Who else? Who else? Guys, oh my God.
My abiding memory of Simeone is that he's the bugger who got David Beckham sent off in 1998. For a long time, he was...
You'd always know he was a slippery bastard.
Yeah, for a long time, he was, of course, Argentina's most capped player. I think he was the first to earn 100 caps for the Albiceleste.
That wouldn't surprise me. Simeone was one of their little soldiers back in the day, most definitely. And a legend just for that Beckham tackle or trick or whatever you want to call it. My God, Manny, give me a fucking time check. I can't take it.
3 minutes and 15 seconds, so there's less than 2 minutes left. We're nearly there.
Oh my gosh, what a momentous occasion, Manny. I can't wait for live with Manny and Danny, Budapest settings. Oh my gosh. Analysing the Bayern Munich and the PSG tomorrow, the teams tomorrow. I will be. Was it 5-3 from the first leg, Manny?
5-4.
Oh,
so
5-4.
There's a very big part of me that thinks that Bayern should have the advantage, but you never can be too careful.
I think it's a lot of...
I know PSG have the lead, but Bayern are playing at the Allianz, and I just think that...
Mate, it's one of them games. I wouldn't be surprised if there was 10 minutes gone, PSG were 2-0 up. I wouldn't be surprised by half-time Bayern Munich were 3-2 up. And it was all level at the day.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, see, you can't keep playing that level of attacking football and leaving yourself defensively open at the back. If it's European knockout football, you know, you've got to have a little bit more in terms of thing. And
Manny, minute
30 seconds left. 30 seconds left.
Come on, you Gunners! Budapest, oh Budapest, oh Budapest. Oh, there's a pest, but oh my God. And it's Arsenal. Arsenal AFC.
All these ridiculous stoppages will probably add up.
The greatest
probably add a little bit.
Simeone, Pep, and Klopp.
I think, is it over now? No, it's not over. There's a lot of confusion going on. No, not yet. We haven't.
Some people on the pitch, they think it's all over.
Well, some players were coming on the pitch.
It is now.
You're not going to get that magical jet first moment. It only would have come if maybe someone like a Martinelli had managed to score. But I think Siebert will probably let the game go on for another 30 seconds and then call time, because there's been a lot of... No, he's blown the whistle.
It's done. Go, go, go. Arsenal, guys, are in the Champions League motherfucking final. Saliba is the best defender in the world. Who was man of the match this evening? Oh my gosh. Manny. Short from bursting into tears. I didn't think I'd see the day under Arteta. It could be another Emre final. We could be dusted off 4-0 in the final, but let's give our blessings for being in this final at the moment. Are you there, Manny?
Yep, I'm right here. I'm right here.
I thought the sound is gone again. I don't believe it, guys. I'm literally speechless. Arteta's Arsenal are on their way to Budapest. Budapest. Guys, do we get fucking hell, Danny? Do be liking, do be subscribing if we is new. I'm absolutely shocked. I'm stunned. I can't believe it, Manny.
And you know what? It's going to be the end of an era, obviously, for many people at Atletico. I think we've seen the last. We've seen the last of Griezmann. I think we'll be seeing the last.
Who
of the likes
gives
of
a
Koke, you know,
fuck about Griezmann? Who cares? Linda's in the building. Wow, wow, wow. I can't believe it, Linda. I hate Arteta, but I can't even believe that we're in the Champions League final. West Ham away literally stands between Arsenal and the Premier League title for me. I literally can't believe it. Shouts out to Manny, shouts out to Linda, Yui, Juma, all the boys in the group. Shouts out to WB, to Shan Shan. Shouts out to my little boy Thierry, my realist. We got a wow, wow, wow from Linda. I can't believe it. Right,
20 years on, hopefully we will exercise the ghosts of Paris.
Rice didn't have his greatest game for Arsenal today, but again, he done exactly what I wanted him to. Sit back, shield Skelly, look after the midfield. £105 million. There you go. Gorkers, without having many chances apart from that give force, like Suarez, I don't know, he dreams about them chances. Suarez at 55 would be still scoring that. But it doesn't matter. We're through to the final. Guys, what is your final thoughts? Manny, oh my God, I can't wait for Bayern Munich versus PSG tomorrow. Discover who Arsenal are going to be playing in the final. Wow.
And that's the thing. Like, see, I still think that Bayern will have enough steel to make sure they go through, but that's only because I think they'll probably end up being told that they've got to defend better against Kvaratskhelia and company. And also with Hakimi out for the second leg, as expected, I think there will PSG will be a little bit weak. So that's going to be an area that Bayern will want to exploit.
I don't think the defense of PSG is the strongest point, even though their midfield is very good with Emery, Vitina, who am I forgetting? The Portuguese boy that I got a lot of time for. Yeah, they've just got so much talent. Guys, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Budapest, Champions League final. Oh my gosh. I'm absolutely shocked. What time is it, Manny? I feel to do another live. Like, is it? I've missed the 10 p.m. live. Oh,
it's exactly 10 p.m., so I'm not too sure you can do another live tonight. But
what I can't believe it. I'm shocked. I've got no words. Like, I had last night, I could hardly sleep. It was like a kid waiting for Christmas. I was just thinking, it's too good to be true. We're not going through to the final. And then if Simeone, and when Simeone beats us, West Ham away is even tougher for me. It's even tougher.
The thing is, though, many people have said that had we lost tonight, it would have been tough going to the London Stadium. But we do have a good recent record against them. We have a knack of scoring some really good goals against them. In fact, let me see if I can type up West Ham's record against Arsenal.
It's not even that, though, Manny. Going now with this win and the Champions League final, I think we can take on the whole world. Just that defeat, one defeat, it could have been it. Saka's the man, star boy. I literally can't believe it. And we know deep down Saka really hasn't had a good season. I wonder what the atmosphere is like in the end. Shouts out to Lee Akers, WB. I bet it's going nuts. I can't believe I've come out the ends on such a season. I'm going to have to get back to the ends.
So I can tell you a few things right now. In our last few away games over there, we've won 5-2, 6-0. We've drawn 2-2. We've won 2-1. And we've drawn 3-3. So that's 3 wins, 2 draws, and a boatload of goals. 6 + 5 is 11. 11 plus 2 is 13. 13 plus 2 is 15. 18 goals. That's 18 goals in 5 games. We're going to be fine, I think.
All right, go get the Premier League table up for me, Manny, before we get out of here. If you would.
Okay, scores and fixtures, tables. Okay, how do let me try and share this. I don't know if I can. This is why I don't know if I can do StreamYard on the phone. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible.
It certainly is.
But anyway, as things stand, we are top of the league, having played 35 games.
No, Manny, you know what I want. It's the bottom 3 I want. We know 2 are relegated. Tell me the West Ham situation.
Okay, West Ham played 39, won 9, drawn 9, lost 17, 36 points. Spurs played 35, won 9, drawn 10, lost 16, 37 points. West Ham have a goal difference of -19. Tottenham Hotspur have a goal difference of -9. So Spurs need to win and hope. West Ham need to win and hope Spurs lose their next game.
Exactly. And that is still the biggest worry for me. I think Tottenham are in the ascendancy now. I think a win away at Emirates Villa will give them the confidence. I don't know who their next 3 games are against, but I reckon they collect minimum 6-7 points. I don't believe West Ham will collect 6 or 7 points. If they get a draw of Arsenal, then who knows? It still could be on, as in a relegation fight, and they could still save themselves. It's so simple. It's so simple for West Ham. If they beat Arsenal or get a draw, they might still be a Premier League team. If they don't get a result against Arsenal, they're down. Depending, I suppose, on the last 3 fixtures. But I will take a look at all of that before tomorrow's 10 p.m. live. As I said, I might go live for Bayern Munich PSG tomorrow, the second leg of the Champions League final. Watch firsthand who Arsenal are going to be playing in the Champions League final. I just don't believe it. Budapest, here we go. Manny, I'm going to get out of here. I've got a few bits to do. Is there anything you want to close off with? If you do want to come into the live stream tomorrow, Bayern Munich versus PSG, please feel free. But any closing topics, Manny?
Nothing really. I mean, I'm just glad that, we got through, and I'm really glad that we did what we had to do. It was always going to come down to a slight mistake, but I'm really glad that, Arteta went all out and we showed our intent. But we are going to have to make sure we fix up defensively because we have looked exceptionally weak. And against PSG or Bayern, we could get exploited if we're not careful. I don't want to see Calafiori or White starting in Budapest. It has to be, if Timber's fit, start him. Otherwise, because listen, we're going to be cooked down either flank if we have those 2 starting. I thought White was going to be a weak link tonight, but Calafiori looked absolutely like a duck out of water. And I just don't want to run any risks. And even Bayern Munich have some good wingers as well, who they can definitely use to exploit.
Diaz and Olis, if it was Bayern Munich, is going to be a different kettle of fish, as we both know. And if it's PSG, it could be Kvaratskhelia, Dembele. It could be a host of talent. Gooners, says Grievo. I'm getting the sneezes about me, bros. I can't believe it. Shouts out to all the real ones. What are you saying, Grievo? I can't believe it, bros. I'm over the moon. Right? Of all shocking settings, I didn't think we'd get to the final. I thought we'd get done by Atletico tonight. And then my biggest worry was facing West Ham, picking ourselves up. Fucking hell. Picking ourselves up after getting beaten by Atletico. I was thinking, how do we pick ourselves up against West Ham? But we have. And we are still here. I can't believe it. We're in the final, mate. Mate, I'm telling you what, I feel to phone up a few chef friends. I know a few from Budapest. Shouts out to Budapest crew. Seriously. Brap. I swear to God. Couple of cheap flights. Stay at my fucking chef pal's house. Couple of his sisters, cousins, etc. Don't know if we'll get a ticket, but it'll make one fuck of a final. Seriously. All eyes on Budapest, I'm telling you. Any last minute comments? Shouts out to Grievo, my real one. E5, shouts out to Manny, shouts out to myself, Danny AFC TV, the one and only Danny AFC TV. I was so pessimistic going in tonight. I was still just thinking it's all about West Ham, West Ham. It's all about that game against West Ham. But we've got the job done. It's bedtime for me. It's bedtime for me. Just had to jump on quickly. Shouts out to you, Grievo. You're an absolute legend. And we are in that final. 2 hours and 20 minutes down on the live stream. Manny, what is your final thoughts?
Nothing. Let's make sure we fix up defensively for Budapest. But I think it's fair to say that maybe we should shelve all talk of the final until we actually get there. I'm really hoping that that Arteta will have learned his lesson and that now we're going to go to Sunday full of confidence and full of beat. We should now go ahead and win the league. Let's just get it done. No more negative thoughts. And I'll give you a prediction for West Ham: 3-1.
3-1.
We'll find a, we're gonna find a way to score goals past that West Ham defense, and they're gonna want to attack us relentlessly. They'll leave some gaps in the back.
And there you go. There it is from the Manny. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. I will be reporting back to social media. Not quite a live. Who knows? Maybe a quick TikTok live, even though I doubt I'll do that. But guys, I have to jump on the social media. A couple of people I have to reply to on the phone. Shouts out to Manny as always. Shouts out to myself. It has been emotional. It's been a bumpy ride, but we have got our way all the way to the final. I think that is a wrap for this evening, guys. Do keep it Danny AFC TV. I just can't wait now for the final 3 league games and obviously Budapest. I think that's it for the comments tonight, Manny. Shouts out to you. Peace and blessings. What does the rest of your night hold, Manny?
Nothing much. I'll probably head to bed. It's 2:30 in the morning where I am now.
Oh, wow.
I'm tired.
If I was still living in Highbury and next to the stadium, I'd be running rampage all over the place. Obviously, being out of London, I don't know how many people give a fuck. As you can hear around me, there's no streaming. You can't hear the crowd. There's no stadium noise. So I think you can gather it's quite a quiet area. So on that case, or on that note, Manny, shouts out to us. What was that noise? Was that you, Manny?
My phone.
Oh,
yeah, my phone.
Shouts out to Manny. Shouts out to myself. Please keep it Danny AFC TV. Peace out, Manny. God bless. And yeah, guys, peace out. I'll catch you tomorrow. Fuck it, I'll say it straight. I'm going live. Bayern versus PSG. And yeah, we'll be keep it consistent up until the end of the season, as always. Peace out, people. God bless. Please get Daniel He. We're actually I've just hit the wrong button. What have I done?
No, he says we actually freaking did it. So yeah,
we actually did it. Daniel He, please get a big like on the video. I'm gonna get out. I can't believe it. I'm stunned. The truth is it though, bros. Again, if you analyze the 1 to 11, like I said to Manny, like I said to you last night in the live stream, how many players would you honestly take in the summer if you was Andrea Berta from Atletico Madrid? As I said, if Oblak wasn't 61, if Griezmann wasn't 49, if Koke wasn't, I think he's a good 71, 72, 73. If all these guys weren't so old, they'd be great players. There was only one player that I would die solid. 1 minute, Manny. 1 minute, Manny. 1 minute. Yeah. There was only one player when I was doing my combined 1 to 11 last night. All right, there was 2. Like current form status, I'd still take Oblak, but I know we're not going to sign Oblak. So basically, hand on heart, there'd be 2 players I would actually use right now from Atletico Madrid. Being realistic, you wouldn't try and replace Raya with an Oblak because there's probably no point. As Raya's a lot younger, whatever. Who knows if Oblak would like playing in the Premier League? All I'm saying is, it was only Alvarez was the biggest threat for me. I knew Griezmann and Koke and Loriente, etc., can have decent days and decent games. But I knew it was the manager, and it was going to be more, not a tactical battle, because we haven't won a tactical battle here. Arteta hasn't won a tactical war. He's got at least 10 players in an 11-man squad or 11-man team that was better than his opponents. And thank the Lord, thank Allah. I don't care how we done it. I'm just saying we're through. The real test, because I do believe again we had the easier path, so to speak, to the final. The real test is going to be bang in the final. PSG or Bayern. They're both going to bring it to us. And I promise you, they're still going to play in a way that will go into our hands. And I'm not saying go into our hands like we're going to win it. At least they ain't going to do Atletico Madrid and Simeone. 2 VAR decisions, 1-1 in Spain. Do you know what I mean? 1 goal tonight, job done. It won't be that. I'm not saying it's going to be an epic 5-4 like Bayern and PSG the other night. But there will be goals in the final. There will be mistakes.
Definitely be goals.
But there
And
will,
that's the
and
thing,
again, I prefer playing a team that'll go at us. Like I would have rather played Barca in the semi-final rather than Atletico Madrid. But now, fuck it, we're through. Guys, let's get these comments in on the table. Guys, Budapest, bruvs. Bruvs, get me to Budapest. Get me a fucking seat next to you, man. Gorkrez was good tonight. Wish he had scored as well. I certainly did. And I do think that was a bit of a statement. Jesus not coming on in a 60-second minute. Or Havertz, as always. It's always the 62nd, 63rd minute. We were the better team over 2 legs. I would say so, bruvs. We was. Could have been more convincing. I do believe and again, I'm not disrespecting Arteta, Josh Kroenke, or Arsenal Football Club, but I do believe if PSG or Bayern had played that Atletico Madrid over 2 legs, I don't want to say cricket scores, but it wouldn't have been 2-1 over 2 legs. PSG would have scored a lot of goals against them, and so would Bayern. What we've got to do is now, we're in a decent position, you know why? Defense, then PSG, and we've got a better defense than Bayern Munich. Okay, they've got the better front three. Diaz, Kane, Olivier. For PSG, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, and I'm going to go Vitinha because I don't think that Gonzalez, whatever his name is.
Gonzalo Ramos.
That's the one. I don't think he's good enough for them. And I've always said he's the weak link in the PSG team. But basically, we've got the better defence. It's going to come down to the attack. We know Saka, Trossard, and Gorkrez ain't as good as what them 2 teams have got. But if but if an Eze turns up and Odegaard turns up, we can win. But we've got the better defence. I believe we can hold our own.
You really do sound under the weather, don't you?
No, I'm not even under the weather. I don't even know what that is. Right, mate? I'm telling you what, it's a cold flat. It feels more breezy down here. But this flat at night is cold, bruv. Like, again, I'm not the thinnest or skinniest person, but I'm putting on the heating every single night here. Come on, man. This is like April, May. Like, this is summer months. I'm putting on the heating. As soon as we go off this stream, water's on, heating's on. It makes all the difference. I think maybe someone got massacred and crucified, God forbid, in this flat, bros, because it's ever so cold. And I noticed that from the viewing, mate. I was like, right, it's a hot day outside, but why does it feel a bit eerie in here? And I thought, let me just put a bed down, all my hats, all my trainers, all my clothes, me and my son running around. Mate, it's fucking cold. So yeah, who knows? It could be a bit of that. But other than that, I absolutely feel fine. Like, as soon as I come off the stream, I probably won't sneeze again. It's just one of them, life is a bitch. But thank you for your concern anyway. I fully expect us to smash West Ham now. And so do I.
We've got to. I mean, I think now that we've got the thing behind us, I think we should have a lot more confidence going to the London Stadium. West Ham, I think, I'm sorry to say, they could end up going down. But Spurs are still not out of danger yet. There was a part of me that was thinking that maybe Aston Villa tanking their game against Spurs was some 4D chess from Emery to try to muck us over, but I think we're going to rise above that.
Most definitely. But I definitely need to get out the stream though, Manny. You have been a superstar tonight. Do get the likes on the video, guys. Do be subscribing if we is new. Me and Manny, if he ain't on tomorrow, you'll see us both. Possibly not in Budapest, but live for the game in Budapest. Arsenal
Definitely
versus
you will.
whoever. Guys, good night. God bless. Shouts out to Maddie tonight. Shouts out to Yui, all the real ones on the stream. Daniel here. Keep it Danny AFC TV. Peace out, people. Good night, y'all. And yeah.
Cheers, everyone.
Arsenal.